Struggle to find a pop.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Thank you for tuning in to our weekly D&D show. Well, at least sometimes weekly. Obviously, we've been on break for a little bit, but we're back. So hopefully we'll be back with regular uploads and everything weekly from here on out. So first of all, I want to give a big thank you to two different companies. One, Riot Games, of course, for letting us use their music for free. We really appreciate it. If you're interested in actually how we're able to do that for on your own streaming potential, or you like the music that we're playing, in the bottom right corner, you'll see a playlist that kind of cycles through all the songs that we're playing. And then in our About Us section, we have the legal jargon as to why we're able to do that for free. So check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. Secondly, of course, we also want to give a big thank you to Arkenforge for their virtual tabletop. Neither of these are obviously sponsored. I wish we were. But the tabletop that we use is just basically a virtual tabletop thing that you can use in your own D&D games. It makes everything a lot easier. You can use it to create maps, play songs, play other just music and audio features that I have yet to actually do. But also Fog of War, it's got a bunch of really cool features, so check it out. Yep, not paying us. Nobody is, if only. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, we're all back. So who wants to go in from what happened in our last game? Not technically the one shot we played last week, which was off stream, because that is quasi canon.
I wish I'm upset that I didn't come to that, because I am a great strategist at like tower defense kind of shit.
Okay, so you did hear about that. Okay.
No, you just said it like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's semi-canon because we all got some marching powder out of it.
Some what?
The marching powder.
Marching powder.
the trail mix that we got. But you said it was like powdered.
Yeah, it was.
So,
yes,
yeah.
And I just realized now. Okay. Walked right into that.
At some point, Durgiran's going to snort it.
I realized that now. Yep. Was yeah, you'll have to like crush it and just...
Can it go?
It's time to go.
Is it like in a plastic baggie? So you just like crush it in there?
Well, you know what? It'll be in a little paper bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little straw, stick it in there.
If you want, go nuts. So outside of the little kind of tower defense mini game we had, what happened in the game prior? If anyone recalls.
We fought the necromancer.
Indeed you did.
Like a
The necromancer. Yeah.
Should I just like smash it up and then like have like a card and just put in lines?
Is he got hit by a banshee whale?
That's right.
He hit in the snow.
Should I grow out one of my nails?
Well,
Mind about this? Fuck off.
your horn, make it curl under.
Wasn't what I was planning on doing. Like that
right.
just,
Which
it took so long to get back to my turn. I was like, everything's dead.
yeah.
Including me.
But we can homebrew like an exploding into Earth or something like that or whatever. Erupting, maybe.
You lit it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, basically. Yeah.
Drew put ham on the skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
I 1v1 a giant skeleton.
Well,
It's a great idea. Dorviran and Ramir beat the shit out of Necromandu and his Chimera. And then the talking heads arrived.
mm-hmm.
And then they told us to go to the tower. Then they started summoning something, which ended up being a massive, giant, gargantuan thing,
Return to the slab.
which started chasing us. I made an illusion to buy us time, and then we made it to the tower after running across what is a giant path, or like a large path covered in an absolute metric ton of humanoid bones.
Mm-hmm.
As we're called the emissary.
We're quite literally in the bone zone.
The bones.
Yeah. But thankfully, you were able to make it within the tower before the doors closed behind you. And with that kind of echoing, doom, you were enshrouded in complete darkness.
I don't think I did this before, so I'm doing it now. I cast that word on the ring.
Okay.
Thanks.
So, as you are in the tower, go ahead and go to the spooky light.
My preferred light.
Now it is pitch black within this confined room. Your dark vision actually does not illuminate anything. This is actually pure darkness.
What about my hammer? What about my hammer?
It does not emit light.
Oh no.
Does even the deer's specialized not work?
They do not.
Oh.
Can't see shit.
So we walked into what?
Darkness.
This
Your old
No,
tower.
the tower.
Of
Yep.
darkness. Lights on.
Formal.
illuminate.
Flame on.
Deluminate.
You gotta do the clapper.
Please turn on the lights.
I can try to cast daylight if you want to go that far.
Hello.
Let's do some investigation first. So the room that we're in is completely pitch black. Can't see anything.
Correct.
Can't see
You can hear
shit,
this-
Captain.
So as you take a few steps and everything, you can hear the stone that you guys are standing upon. This is no longer bones of innumerable amount that you're slipping and sliding on. You're actually on a stone floor. And it's a pretty wide room from what you guys can like branch out and feel eventually the walls. That also stone. Feels brick.
I went off of Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Tired of this vehicle.
Well, then I'm just gonna walk slowly with my hands out in front of me till I hit a wall.
Okay.
And then
Yep.
I'll start feeling on the wall.
And as you walk forward, good 15 feet, you eventually hit a wall. You feel another stone wall in front of you.
So I'll just start tracing the room, feeling about.
And as you eventually do, you feel a crease between a set of stones. And as you kind of run down, it goes from floor to ceiling. Well, although you can't hit the ceiling, but it goes far up.
Right.
As you can...
And then I'll just call out to the rest of the party. I think I found something. Could be a door over here.
Keep talking. I can't see.
Marco.
Where did you go?
Oh,
Oh shit, she's over here.
Use my move location.
I would like to run.
Yes, it is.
Okay, because I still have my weapon out with the radiant enchantment, which makes
It
But
does
it's
not
more than
actually emit
magical
light.
you missed that part where
Because my
the
eyes can't see either.
And my hammer's not emitting light.
My red nose is not glowing.
And trip over if you staff. Ah, fuck.
what's that thing made out of?
Steel.
Child.
D&D been logged in. I'm trying to figure out which of the million things I was logged in.
John Bon Jovi's.
Like 4 programs you can sign in with.
Oh, true.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like Twitch, Facebook, all that.
Yeah.
I think Google might be one of them now, too.
I will cast daylight on my shield
Okay.
and see if it does anything.
Okay. As you cast daylight, and that it emanates light, correct?
Yeah. So it is a 3rd level spell. 60-foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose within range. If you choose a point on an object you are holding, or one that isn't being worn or carried, the light shines from the object and moves with it. So yeah, it's
Oh, interesting. Okay, so then
Bat light on his.
So yeah, I was gonna say it will create basically shadow behind you, but emit light outward.
yeah. So the sphere is bright light, sheds dim light so it's 60 feet bright, 60 feet dim.
Okay. So as the light fills up the room, you can actually place your miniatures on the battle map,
All the way over there.
and at that point, you see that you're in a kind of a corridor. One that the doors behind you had been closed upon, and doors in front of you reside. It's stone, not a lot of detail or intricacy to this corridor, but as you stand there, who wants to make a history check for me?
As the light comes on, you see Rin quickly go from to the have a deer.
No, they're already there. Oh. But it's like 5 times, so it's
It's just like, ooh.
So, the history check.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would be a good idea for me to do it.
It does not involve the undead,
Well, actually,
and neither of those either.
I mean, your
actually,
histrionics are pretty good.
so honestly, it wasn't more that. It was more so the to recall information about a darker past surrounding an object you were touching or location you were present in.
Are you wanting to do the
Smellmancy?
whatever
Yeah,
it's called?
the grim psychometry.
There you go. Okay, yeah, sure, go for it.
I think I should do it. I have a whole +2 there.
That is the only unfortunate
I
side.
have a +5 to history.
I thought you were saying that you should use grim. Yeah. Like, I think I should use my grim psychometry. It's like something bad happened here.
Went some dark shit.
I can't read.
Yeah.
Oh my! Every fucking time, a 2 and a 3,
Well,
so a 5.
Okay. So yeah, as you try to pull information from the stonework to see what may have happened here, you don't get anything.
You blep your tongue out for a bit and
it's
nothing
not
happens.
every time because you did do really well that one time.
The first time.
For one
The only
time.
Which was a good time to have it happen too.
It was. We learned all about the.
What happened to that rock?
Yeah.
I can roll.
Actually, no, it did happen one other time too.
Go ahead.
There was the rock, and then there was
Do it.
the school of
Roll
necromancy.
it. What are you waiting for?
Give me all the history.
Times history.
18.
Heck yeah.
18. So as you look around the room,
That's a rock.
there is actually something that does it does kind of trigger within your memory. Wasn't a hard DC. This is basically just to identify kind of the area.
Unless you roll a 2 or a 3.
True.
There's a 4 and a 5, thank you.
Yeah. But as you look around, this corridor actually matches the exact same kind of style and architecture construction as the Tower of Growth that you had previously walked through the corridor to get into the tower.
Oh, hey.
So, yeah. But the one difference though is that at the Tower of Growth, the doors or the inner doors were open. Basically, once you were granted access, you were able to walk in. These, however, are shut, with no visible door or doorknob handle, anything to actually manipulate the door.
There's no knocker.
There's no knocker. No.
Well, we lost him.
I know.
Good parent.
Windows.
Well, good thing I brought my own.
It's utterly ridiculous.
Christ.
You'll talk about his udders that way.
There you go. I mean, it's a cow pun. That'll do it.
you didn't even like it.
Oh no, I love it. But
You keep his udders after night.
Ugh.
Don't utter another word.
Oh no!
I don't want that.
I apologize for all the cow lovers in the stream.
Yeah. But we
are
say
cow lovers
you say you're welcome to all the furries.
Yeah. Gets out.
Listen,
Anyway, all right.
the thing is not to king shame. I'm okay not having this thing.
Okay.
She went,
don't have it.
ooh.
Yeah, I'll take whichever fans we can get.
Right.
Furries, sure, whatever, man.
Right.
I don't know if
Hey,
I'm
dude.
icon for the furry community.
You don't even
I don't
understand
care.
about furries. They run the internet, dude. They run.
I
the
got nothing
internet.
against
Our stream
furries.
suddenly shuts down.
Right.
Yeah, OBS itself on my computer shuts off. I'm like, I didn't do that, guys. All right, anyway, sorry.
Which is
So
just like, is this D&D or just chatting? What category
Right,
are we
yeah.
in right now?
we often, I feel like, dip between the two.
We do.
So, right. So, as you review the doorway leading in, there's no real detail to it.
Does it at least have a the door that I'm at, the one on the other side of the room. Does it have a handle or is it just like a?
So, the doorway that leads in to the tower, not the one that leads out. The door that leads in does not have any sort of markings on it or anything discernible outside of basically just that it's stone, and there's a crease between the two doors that potentially slide open one way or the other.
Okay.
The one that leads outward does have a pair of handles.
Maybe it's a pool, not a bush.
Right.
I just
Say the
marked it.
dwarvish word for friend.
Touchish.
I touch the door.
I touched the
Daruk, you do?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you touch the door,
You did.
nothing happens. But
It's a door.
as you pause there for a moment, kind of wait to see if anything goes on, you hear 3 voices speak in unison. The voices have the 3 following sounds to them, so I can't do them all at once.
Say.
I know, it'd be amazing, right?
Right.
Modulator, yeah. There's a deep, like almost seductive voice.
Here's that one.
One that has, I will be speaking in the 3 different voices. I just can't speak in all of them at once. There's a sorrowful, almost reluctant one, and then a contemptuous, commanding one.
One more time.
The contemptuous, commanding one is the one that I'll be speaking now. So. Do you wish to enter?
Yes. Do I get the impression that everybody's hearing this, or is it like in my head?
Nobody else hears anything. Then speak plainly. Why do the living enter the ordered lands of the dead?
Which one was that one?
That was the seductive one.
Yeah. I like that one.
Stick with that one.
That's what you want to call it.
Put a little razzle dazzle on it.
We seek to.
You guys are making it weird, all right?
Sorry. Okay.
We seek to gather the pieces of the rod of bad luck.
Oh, you seek the peace. But we see inside you all. You're not worthy. Depart these lands while life still fills your lungs. Or you are welcome to join our ranks.
I got your piece right here.
And you said we all hear?
Only the
Oh,
roots.
only okay.
At this point, everyone hears the following. We do sense something else. Perhaps they may prove themselves in the trial. Though the last was a thief and a liar, and it left a scar on us, we are afraid to say they will most certainly cheat. If they cheat, we will have vengeance. But they may have their chance. It is the order. Do hope they prove worthy. At that point, everyone hears this kind of echoing, unlocking sound. The far wall, the doors open up.
What was the timid voice?
What's that?
What was the more timid voice? Was it just timid?
Just timid. And at this point,
Timothy.
the doors have now opened. So, where do you go? What do you do?
Scurry up the mountain. I should have totally did the racket.
I'm getting some labyrinth doorknob vibes.
There's nothing else in the room that we're in, right? That we noticed.
Not that you're currently in. And as the doors have opened up, you do not see through it. Though you do have the daylight spell open, or up. The doors have opened, you just see this kind of shroud of like darkness. But it's like a kind of foggy. Like you can see that there's almost like a mist that's blocking your way through, but
It's a fog wall. Boss time.
Welcome to the room.
Oh, God.
Oh, what?
right, yeah. I was like, I'm trying to avoid those parallels, but like that's how it manifests in my head.
Yeah.
That basically there's a pathway that you need to move
Hold on,
beyond.
I gotta eat my grass, get my stamina up.
Can I rekindle my essence?
I'll just look at the group and say, here we go.
10 mile wire.
It's
Watch
still
out for the
there.
door.
The voice asked what we were here for.
Oh.
When I answered out loud, so you heard it.
Oh, okay, okay. So we heard yes as we see the piece of rod of Adla. That's all.
Yeah. And then eventually you hear the voices then chime in after that, like, oh, he's talking. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shouldn't hear me muttering in the car.
So many voices.
Oh, so it just let you in. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
A little concerned. It didn't say that we needed to give it anything or do anything.
No, we
just-
heard the next part.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
We heard the second part where it was talking about the trial. That there was a cheater previously. That if we
Okay.
cheat, they'll seek vengeance.
Yeah, you know.
Return the slab or suffer the curse.
You must speak the words exactly. Platu, Barata, Niktu.
Potato cakes, pancakes, and
Bacon pancake.
Platu, Barata, Nickel. Necktie. Platu, Barata. Army Darkness, anyone? Anyone
Yeah,
else?
no,
Yeah.
I'm getting the
Okay.
reference.
All right, okay.
There was no need for me to interject. You were doing.
Perfect.
be Bruce Campbell.
I was a little worried. I was like,
or don't look
pretty sure you
directly at the. Don't look directly at the
I
chat.
figured you wouldn't. You never.
Do you know that he owns a house in Edmonton?
I did not. That's awesome. Wait, Sam
Yeah.
Raimi or
Bruce.
Bruce Campbell does?
Bruce Campbell.
Road trip.
Really?
Yeah, he's got like this custom made wrought iron gate door thing, and it's got like kids kind of carved into it. And
Oh,
it's very cheeky.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I used to pass it on my way into Edmonton.
Brazil, though. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Of all
What the
places.
significance
I don't know.
is.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's for a family member. It's just
Oh,
a
yeah.
property he owns. But
Nice.
yeah.
Also, just a
Fun fact.
tag against it was unnecessary.
Bro, every time you make
absolutely
any
is.
sort of reference.
In this regard, it absolutely is. And hey,
Okay,
thanks, Frank.
You have some very nerdy references, okay?
Bro, you're at a TNT.
Very, some very niche references.
You have some very niche references too.
I do.
Soccer mom.
Niche.
All right, so
How many times have we like referenced like 80s action films? You didn't know what they were.
Yeah, I don't like
Nietzsche. You're gonna grow
That's
up.
so.
one of these is not like the other. So
So, Daruk goes through. He
So
says,
Daruk-
"Here we go, again."
as Daruk passes through,
On my
so do you go first then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Assuming So,
The corridor immediately goes back to pitch
Here we
black.
go.
I mean, we should be like shoulder.
Conga line.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so Drew, as you were the first to go through this, I'll describe the thing to you. Everyone else does eventually see this too. So, when entering this next room, you see a short cylindrical column in the center of a fairly plain circular stone room. Yellow sconces constructed like plain lanterns begin to magically light until the room is washed in a flickering yellow light.
Whoa.
Wow.
All right. A bit brighter than I wanted to be from the darkness, but here we are. As your eyes begin to wander, you see a beautiful stone mural wrapping around the
I've got jaundice.
the first floor, just beneath a series of arched yellow stained windows that also wrap around the room near the 20-foot ceiling. Most of which are cracked, but otherwise still intact.
We all look high.
Bro.
We're all like squinty.
Okay. I can turn them down.
Yeah, if you could do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, my retina's actually screaming at me.
All right. Yeah, because I'm looking at my monitor, so I'm like, I'm fine.
I didn't
wrong with you
know,
guys?
That's because it's blocking everything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's good. I
I
do.
forgot you had a hat.
All right. How about here?
You remember, like,
Much better.
I've ever seen the dude, he's at like a sporting event, he's got like sunglasses on top of his head and a visor on backwards, and he's
Yeah.
standing like this.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And everyone's just like,
I may need to adjust some more lights as we continue, but
okay.
we'll get this. So as we are here, all right. So I'll start over a little bit. So center column has a small bowl, half full with a liquid, and a small pair of small striking stones next to it. As your eyes begin to wander around the room, you see a beautiful stone mural wrapping around the first floor, just beneath a series of arched yellow stained glass windows that also wrap around the room, about the 20-foot ceiling. Most of these windows are cracked, but otherwise are still intact. The mural depicts humanoid figures doing battle with terrifying monsters and dragons. And at this point, I'll give this out freely. You all recognize that this is the basically the great monsters of war. the same battle that you had seen in the Tower of Growth. However, the 3 humanoids are capped in gold. This time, Nistra, Spectrus, and Kale. And along the western wall of the back room, curved stone stairway leads up to the 2nd floor. Though, when you look up the stone stairs, you do not see that the pathway is open. It's currently sealed in stone brick. At this point, I'll go ahead and reveal it on the map, and actually I'll go to a map
Oreo.
option.
Looks like an Oreo.
Boo.
You said there were 2 like striking stones next to the bowl. Like, you mean like for sparking for like a fire, or
Yeah.
Like a drum set.
Video. Let's do control. And here, tilt. There. All right. Fly. Okay. Got it. Oh, it's not. All right. We'll go to battle. Battle map's better. All right. It was still not fully visible. When I moved things. So let's do battle map. So, this is what you see before you. And let me put a little bit more. Just a little bit there. Okay, there we go. Got it. Okay. So, Daruk, as everyone heads in, if you wouldn't mind moving your miniatures. Daruk, you hear the following. Actually, no. Scratch that. Everyone hears the following.
I like how you wait till I stand up before you just pop up.
I was gonna say, I thought you were gonna use the stick.
Communication, it's key.
Yeah.
You hear a voice ring out into the room. The first test is a simple one. Can you face your fears?
Nope. We all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Respond with nope.
All we can do is try.
I ain't telling.
You said there was liquid in the bowl.
There is.
Can we see what it is?
Take a sniff.
Yeah, you can make a. Oh, so when you look at it,
Like liquid.
Don't pull it forward while I'm touching it.
yeah, no, it's half full with liquid. So, just looks like a yellow liquid. Although everything in the room is kind of washed in yellow light, so it looks yellow too.
Okay.
If you want to make an investigation check, perception check, something of that matter, or anyone for that matter.
24 perception.
24 perception. So yeah, you get that smell of like fumes and vapor in the air. Like it smells probably like it's oil of some variety.
I think we're supposed to start a fire.
I think we're supposed to start a fire.
We didn't start the fire.
You did.
Take credit for it.
I'll, if everybody's ready, I'll take the striking stones and drop a spark into the bowl.
Okay.
Counter charm.
Okay. So it's how does that work again? Is it like an action, I think, or something?
Yeah, it's an action. It lasts as long as my turn does. So,
Oh, and you keep renewing it.
yeah, I have to keep renewing it. But during
gotcha.
that time, you and deadly friendly creatures within 30 feet can hear you gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Okay. So everyone, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw
With advantage?
with advantage.
Yeah.
Really?
We're all next to near, right?
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're all next to me too, so like +4. Okay.
4?
+4 automatically, and you have advantage.
What are we
Is
saving?
our
Okay.
charisma save.
So we had
Charisma.
a million.
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
Advantage for the charisma.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
33.
Okay.
25.
Okay. So, Drew, as you stand there you see a yellow ghost-like reflection of yourself that just instantly appeared in front of you as the bulb became lit with fire. You see it look at you and crosses its arms and kind of examines you. See you up and down. So what are your fears? There it is. I think I know what you fear most. Raises his hand and snaps his fingers. Dorgiran, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Me?
Constitution.
Or, I'm sorry. Strength.
Strength?
Strength. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Those aren't plus a million anyway.
It's only a plus 10.
Only.
For the save, not even an ability.
I'm not raging, so I don't get advantage.
Darn the luck.
16.
Did you add 4 to that?
So
You
20.
see Dorgiran's head spin around,
Ah! He does?
and he falls. You are dead.
He's with a 20? Because he gave me a plus 4.
Yeah.
We all see this, or he sees this?
You all see this.
Okay.
Damn, I should have worked out my neck more.
Spent too much time on leg day.
You see, through kids, you see this, your reflection again. Oh no, you'll need to be stronger, or more of your friends will die.
Well, I rushed to his fallen over corpse.
Can I make an insight check to see if this is real?
Yeah, sure. You heard a thud as Dorgiran's body hit the stone, and you felt a small vibration. You're a big guy, so.
Just a small vibration.
And it's
It's a big
stone.
tower.
The tower, yeah.
Okay.
It's the armor. It did not
You
seem...
pause there in kind of a moment of panic. I think you'll need to move faster than that. Vadir, strength saving throw for me, please.
Whatever. 17 and 5 is 20, 22, 22, 22.
You see Vadir's head spin around and his body drop.
Damn, you killed both the Minotaurs? What you got against us?
I'll give you Bardic Inspiration.
Oof. And he was one of your strongest. I thought he wouldn't make it to the next floor. Maybe the one after, but I suppose not. You'll need to make some choices here quickly. Lest
Why
more
are
of your
you doing
friends
this?
die, as he holds up his two hands.
I'll immediately, as he's about to snap, I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay.
I'll try to.
What's the save?
Wisdom save, 18. I'm sure it's not going to work. But...
Okay. So you see this apparition kind of... two snaps. Rainier and Izzy.
Do the scene from the Matrix, the switch. Not like this.
Well,
I don't feel good, Mr. Stone.
that's a nat 20 for 27.
Okay.
Reference he probably doesn't get.
You see... Sorry, we'll get back to that. Izzy?
Huh?
Strength saving throw.
Oh, strength save.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. Izzy's does a full 360.
It pops right off.
Yeah. Rainier's, you see his head turn, and you can see panic within Rainier's eyes. As you can see his head almost being forced against the tension of his neck before it snaps to.
With a nat 20.
Yep.
He resisted I literally couldn't save. I don't get your +1 more, right?
I don't know. I'm dead.
What did he say? Faye? He said Faye? You're afraid of Faye?
No.
You did
What
not.
did he say?
He
looks at-
I'll have to be stronger, or more of my friends will die.
As you see this apparition kind of look around. Oh, I believe there's only one left. You'd say your goodbyes while you still have breath.
You're strong enough.
You are.
Rin, you just see your friend's heads turning around and snapping. You don't see the apparition. You can see that he's having a conversation,
Oh, okay.
but not with whom.
I just hear what Daruk says.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is happening? I'm like checking vital signs. Everybody's dead. I don't know what to do. I'm about to cast fireball in the entire room. What the fuck? I don't have
In a panic, I'll just look at Rin and be like, I'll bring you back, and I cast Banish.
On the apparition?
On Rin.
Oh, okay.
Where do I appear?
You need to make a saving throw. Unless I guess you willingly... Well, I would say you probably don't willingly submit, because you don't know what's happening quite
I
in
mean,
this instance. Yeah.
but I know Daruk's magic. I would trust him.
Yeah, okay. So, you get banished then.
Yeah.
As you're like, you see him just...
I'll bring it back, and then
Yeah.
I feel his magic, so I'd be like,
You just
okay,
submit,
but not okay, but okay.
So the apparition holds up its hand, and you then cast that. You see its eyebrows furrow.
Why?
I can wait as long as you can.
Take me instead. And bring them back.
That's not how this trial works. They've all failed. Unable to withstand the weight of the test in front of you.
This is supposed to be a test for me, and if they die, then I fail.
Then tell me, were these incalculable threats before you? Ren reappears in that moment. Snap. You can't save this.
That's fine.
Death one?
I was literally bawling anyway. I disappear on my knees and I'm crying.
Death ward.
And you didn't hear. Ren
Well,
cry.
technically, yeah, I have death.
This is an instant death.
Okay.
Who's worth a shot?
Why go on? You cannot save the world on your own, and you will die. You were so willing to throw down your life. Why not join our ranks within the undead? You'll have a better home here. Just give. Pulls up its fingers.
Even if I can't win, I won't surrender.
Make a saving throw. This would be a wisdom saving throw. At advantage.
Thank God it's at advantage. Not much better. 16.
I said I gave you bardic inspiration.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Is that a D8?
Does that persist after death?
Oh, I don't know.
The bardic inspiration would, I think.
She inspired.
It
But then she
is a D8.
Oh, thank God it was an 8, so 24.
Okay.
I was gonna say it probably doesn't matter.
This is different. This is
You see its fingers snap. Your head does not move. You do see your friends' heads snap back into place.
Ow!
I don't like that because mine's got to go around twice.
Woo woo!
Some of us are special.
Hey, caramba.
The apparition then says, "The test is over. You may proceed to the next one."
Do we
And
hear
then
that?
fades. Yes, actually, as your heads resume their normal sitting, you see an yellow, basically ghostly version of Daruk standing on the opposite side of where the bull was. And you hear it say, "The test is over. Proceed to the next level." as it then vanishes.
Well, I'm on my hands and my knees and I puke.
Fair.
Rin runs over to
Exorcist
Izzy and she's
style.
like bawling, like holding her head,
I was
making
gonna
sure
say-
she's okay.
Daruk probably would have lunged at the image right as it was fading away, and then probably just kind of dropped to his knees.
He's like, you son of a bitch!
Like your greatest fear was being helpless. Save your friends.
Or
Are
something.
you okay?
So Daruk's kind of like on all fours and just punches the ground a couple of times. Stands up. I'm okay now.
Okay.
We got better.
Okay. Seems like
You're not
these things have a sick sense of humor.
That's also a lot.
Well, whatever you did, it looks like you passed.
As you then hear stone sliding within the back chamber of the room, near where the steps lead up to the second level.
Hey, you did it. What was the test?
I assume it was watching them all die. Who wants to be first in the next room?
Oh, go, you bitch!
I ain't about this life. I'm not gonna pass this test. What?
I was gonna say, Izzy's on your shoulder, so she gets up there first.
God, no.
Making our way.
Making our way. Me too.
Making our way upstairs.
No, last time you had to poke your head up the stairs. We got into a big ass fight. Sit down.
Vindicate, she's sitting.
I mean, I sneaky snake up there and stick my head over.
Okay. So as you first walk up the kind of it's not a full-on spiral, but it's more like that kind of curved stairwell because it matches, you know, the size of. So yeah, I basically couldn't make it actually the way that I wanted it to. It
I know what you
follows,
mean.
yeah,
It follows
follows the
the wall.
curvature. Yeah.
But
So
it goes
it's
upwards.
it's a wide spiral, just to make sure that we're all on the same page. It's not actually like
This
yeah,
takes forever
Yeah.
to go up one floor.
pretty much.
Fuck this
It's
architect.
20 feet of just.
Kale, if you did this, that is the worst thing you've ever done.
But
Exactly my
as Rainier is the first to head up, you find
Just
you're actually-
barely, though. If
teleport
you
will
see
just-
the gif in chat, just barely.
I didn't, but we'll pull it up. That's perfect.
literally what I had in my mind the entire time.
He's like
Yeah.
flat on the stairs.
Yep. So when you peer very carefully up over the precipice into the next floor, you find it's actually a corridor.
It's like you thought this was gonna be a circle.
All right. It is a 5x5, so narrow for some people within the party, others not quite as much. Corridor that then leads you what looks like to about where the center of the tower is.
Over to the center.
And then you do find a set of stairs that lead upward.
We get a bing.
And this actually is a more narrow spiral set of stairs.
Okay.
So same thing, just very carefully creeping up. Okay.
I'm looking up more Seeking Cat ones. There's just a cat bouncing in a circle.
Ah, perfect. Okay. So as you look very slowly and carefully into the next floor, you see. I'll check it later.
Yeah.
As you very carefully look up, you see that there is noticeable gaps within the outer wall of the tower. There appears to be some sort of like translucent material filling in that space. But in addition to that, you see what looks like this kind of not full on swirling, but there are different platforms in the center of the room that are suspended somehow within the air. How far is your dark vision? Normally?
60?
Okay, so we...
I thought you were like, let me double that real quick.
Right.
Like,
Cat
whoa.
powers activate.
Daylight still. Daylight lasts an hour, and it's not concentrated.
Okay, so then what's the marching order?
It's not
Because
concentration.
Rainier's
That's
first.
impressive.
Let me second.
Are you just like silhouetting me really bad right now?
Yeah, probably.
Do you want to
I'll be,
be?
Well, there's
I'll be third.
Third.
After.
there's actually a decent amount of luminancy to the area.
I mean,
so.
Gorgarian, can you bring up a
True, which it is now.
Y'all need to take QCB courses.
So then,
60.
Okay.
so then it's Rainier, Vidir, Daruk, Izzy, Rin, Gorgarian.
Technically,
Okay.
the deer and Izzy at the same time.
Okay.
So, as you peer very carefully, so this is Rainier walking up first before you guys all decide to go into the room. So,
A green light.
as you walk up into the room, you see floating islands suspended in stone in the air. Floating islands of stone suspended in the air by some sort of central column of substance that hangs from the ceiling. There's a good 20 feet before the first kind of stone platform that hangs up in the air. And then there's a couple more beyond it. But all of them are 20 feet, if not more, from where you're currently kind of peering upward. The room itself, though, it has a stone circular walls. You're basically in the second chamber within this tower, the Tower of Order. But you can see that there are large gaps within the stonework that have fallen out from likely the degradation of this area, and some sort of semi-translucent substance has filled it in. You can kind of make it out that it looks something like a gelatin film or something.
You know what I'm
That
picturing?
fills that space.
You know what I'm picturing? Final boss at the top of the tower of Medivh, Karazhan.
The
when you
Eridar?
get- Yeah, the Eridar guy. When you get to the top of the tower,
Oh, yeah.
stones
Yeah.
breaking apart.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But the stones are so there are stones that have broken apart but are being suspended in the air by some sort of semi-translucent substance. And as you walk up, being the first one, you take a few steps outward and you find that you step out from the steps that lead upward onto the same substance. It's a thick, green, bouncy, semi-translucent substance that fills the bottom of the room. Similar to gelatin, but strong enough to walk on, you do not sink into it. And here's the next chamber.
Ooh.
Okay. So we are here.
Bum.
And let me move the table cam.
And then ping it again. So
Oh, yeah.
Go forward. And if you would please move your miniatures.
Gordon's with us too.
Ooh, those minutes.
Yeah, Gordon's next snapped in the last room. We just did this.
No, I get it.
He was like,
I think you were the only one who did
Dark Aaron would have unsnapped his neck.
this. Your neck was snapped first.
Hey, what if
He would have
unsnapped
unsnapped it.
Your ceiling.
Yep. That tracks.
that's what we're in right now. It's a cell.
Yeah, does look like it, yeah.
All right, so the floor is like the stones and the gelatin. Is that what you're saying? Like,
So there is a stone floor beneath where the gelatin resides.
if you
It's about a good 5 feet down.
care, we're in it.
I do care. Thank you for that. I missed it.
Wah, wah.
I have only so many things that I can keep up on my head.
I just don't know.
Tony's like,
I appreciate
can
that.
I fit two more monitors on top of these other two monitors?
So
I need to go
Back
full,
game.
but then I wouldn't be able to see anything. Like, really wouldn't.
Right.
the girl from Ozark is in a horror movie.
Yeah. It's a werewolf movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Cool.
Looks kind of good, and I love that.
What are you doing
actress.
over there?
Oh, yeah.
That Ozark show. Top
Yeah.
5 shows, bro.
I am still in. I think it's season 3 when they do the boat.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know if other people haven't seen it, so I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah,
but
I've seen
Yeah.
it all. I've watched it twice. It's great.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, you should.
Yep.
Wolfman.
Fair enough.
Another one I just finished last night. Was, you should check it out if you have a Paramount. It's called Landman. Really good.
Is it a horror?
No.
Oh.
No, it's like Ozark or Breaking Bad or.
Yeah. The show that I really want to watch right now is annoyingly an Apple show, but it's What Masters of the Skies. It's the same people who did Band of Brothers and Pacific, but it's about like bomber crews.
Oh,
Interesting.
It came out a year or two ago.
yeah, I liked both of them.
Oh, that's
Pacific and
the one about the B-17 cruise.
Yeah. It looks good, and Band of Brothers is one of the best things to do, but I'll probably
yeah.
Can I rewind the entire conversation and go back to the horror movie? What were we talking about?
the girl from Ozark.
Oh, I want to see it really bad.
I didn't know it existed until now.
What a hot dog.
Real bad.
Has
It
anybody
looks.
gone out and seen that Nosferatu yet?
Not yet.
No, but I want to also really
Yeah, I
bad.
want to see it.
Did you like it, Jay?
No, I said I want to see it.
Oh,
It I've heard really great things about it because it actually tells the story. It's actually the story of the girl and like about just the trials of women at that time, like being proper. Like it's such a great allegory for all of that. It's so perfect. I keep hearing, so I'm really excited for it.
This is another horror movie? Or?
yeah.
I'll have to,
It's supposed to be a remake.
I'll have to ask, because that's all. Okay, that's Katie's like,
Well, Nosferatu is like an old black. It was the first
Yeah.
vampire movie, old
It was
black
like-
and white silent film.
The 20s, I think.
We watched some of those like horror series were actually really good.
Like American Horror shows.
Huh?
Like American Horror show.
Yeah. No. Like I haven't watched that one. I'm not. Like there was the
Castle Rock.
Haunting of Bly
Hill-
Manor.
Yeah.
In Hill House,
Hell House. That was
Like, that's Hill House is the first one. That's what we see.
Life Manor is the second one.
Yeah, because we haven't watched that one yet. Because she's like,
It's not as good.
House movies.
and then I think it's the same director did. Fuck. It's like a beach town, or it's like a town on an island. Midnight Mass.
Lost.
Oh yeah. I've seen a few. Yeah.
Oh, but she did start watching Lost. I don't know why the fuck everyone liked that show. It is so bad.
It was all right. Like so.
Amazing.
It was good until you got to the end, and then you're like, "That's what this was." It was one of those shows that knew how to keep you watching to the next episode. Because you're just like, "Just what the fuck?" You know, you really want to know, but then when you finally know, you're just like,
It was just like, I don't know if it's the acting or where like the time frame it's from or the writing. It's just cheesy.
had some great acting in it. Like the one kid from the Lord of the Rings and that whole storyline. Dude, I cried like a fucking baby.
I didn't watch Lost until I was in like out of college, I want to say. So I was really late to the Lost train. So it was fun from my perspective watching it back and being like, oh, that's so and so from this, but really I should be like, oh, in this movie that's so and so from Lost. So it's kind of cool to be like,
Oh yeah.
identify people from other things when you're watching it. And knowing that that's probably where a lot of them got their break is from Lost. Some of the more, like I know a lot of them, so like some of the more obscure ones, like the big guy,
Yeah.
him I knew
The
in
guy
other
who
stuff.
looks like the lead singer of Cubby.
Yeah.
Oh, you can-
Yeah, that guy.
It does.
Um,
Hurley or whatever
Yeah.
his actual name is.
we watched
Sorry.
The Hunt recently. It was pretty good.
The what?
The Hunt.
Hunt.
It's a black comedy, so it's horror adjacent, but it's funny.
Actually, have any of you seen the new season of Squid Games yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't actually watched the first
one
season.
either.
Oh, really?
Same.
Yeah.
I put it off, but then we
rewatch
finally
it.
watched it, and the first season was really good. The second season was also good, but it is like a halfway point of the season.
thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna end. Is also good.
No,
Period.
it's just
Great.
it's really a halfway point of a season, and I didn't know that going in, and I'm very much like I need to.
Yeah, I hate that.
Oh, or they split in like two halves.
But season 3 will be the final season.
Okay.
Guys, we're not getting Stranger Things until this summer, and I really feel like Netflix was like, we need to give the people something to hope for.
I have seen half of an episode of Stranger Things.
I got Castlevania
It's
Nocturne coming
probably
out
not
soon,
gonna
so
be
Yeah,
as
that's
good
enough for
as
me.
it used to be.
I'm for that.
Same. Very much same.
What?
Castlevania Nocturne.
It looks good.
Looks
The
real.
first season was
Looks
great.
really good.
I mean, I loved like the original series and like the first season. I
Yeah,
thought
we
that was
just
also
watched
great.
the first season of Castlevania not too long ago. Like, Pat had seen it, but I wanted to watch it.
It's one of my favorite shows.
It's pretty good.
So
I liked it. So Nocturne. It's
I
good.
realized I started this conversation,
Yeah.
but we have been out of ad break for a
Oh,
while.
have we?
Oh,
we have,
well.
Yeah, no, it's
why
fine.
didn't you say anything?
I'm editing a stat block that I didn't actually fully finish and just realized it. So
Oh.
Where's my sleep?
I kind of assumed you were doing something, or you would have brought it back.
it's in the cheers.
So we were in the
Oh.
chloroform
Yes, you have now
Chloroform?
entered.
or the chlorophyll.
Yeah,
I was like,
More
where's
like
the chloroform?
chlorophyll. All right. So
Does it smell like chloroform?
His next snap.
Hey, we knocked
Hey,
you out.
maybe our
You
next
can't-
wouldn't have
you can't be
snapped if we were
responsible for what
relaxed.
happened.
true, right? Yeah, just chill. Yeah, that's it. So as everyone heads up into the second floor, just go ahead and move your minis if you haven't already, which I can't see you have already. Good.
I mean, we're in there.
You are.
Be in there.
We're in a
Yeah,
all up in
cluster.
there.
We're all up in it.
Indeed, barely.
Gordon included.
All up in it.
Including Gordon.
Yes.
So, at this point, you hear another voice ring out. So yeah, just to recap. Stone platforms hanging in the air, suspended by some sort of weird translucent substance that also suspends part of the fallen tower within the air as well.
Slimer.
And then you're standing on it, the same substance. So you hear. The second test is more difficult. When do you offer redemption? And when do you seek vengeance?
Hey, baby.
Always.
Oh, is this his test? Is he only hearing this?
Everyone hears this.
Oh, okay.
We're on that vengeance grind.
Yeah, we're on
Yeah.
the, yeah.
As you all
When
kind of.
do you offer redemption, and when do you offer?
When do you seek vengeance?
When do you seek vengeance?
As you stand there pondering the question, one feels this kind of pulse within the floor as you're shifted slightly.
It's gonna get sticky.
As you hear these kind of popping sounds emit from the bottom of the floor.
I've seen it. I've hinted over this is known.
And you see these kind of protrusions come out from this gelatin-like substance. It begins coming upward. You see them start to take shape. And I'll need somebody. You know what? I'll walk around. You begin to see the following characters. Come up from the floor. And
Sorry.
you're good. I just a couple come up from the platform.
The platform's above us.
Yep.
I don't know why I asked that question when you brought the thing out. For these things to be above us.
You see a serpentine-like person, humanoid, in her upper body, snake in her lower, with a bow on her back, and snakes coming off of her head. You see a woman clad in armor, wielding what looks like a warhammer in one hand, a shield in the other. You see a third woman come up who has a large body to herself, long, spindly arms, and I'll get the rest of the description here in a second. And a fourth who is almost entirely composed of like this black substance that almost seems to be just dark and enshrouded in not exactly shadow, but more just made of darkness herself. And the last, oh, sorry. So I'll go back. So we have a human clad in armor wielding a heavy warhammer. We have a large, spindly armed woman with a large gaping mouth. We have a woman with snake-like hair and a long serpentine body. She's up top. We have the somewhat shadowy entity with a long sword and a dragon's head for a hand. And then we have someone who's on the next platform,
dragon hand.
atop a broom. Shockingly similar in their physicality to one of your party members. As you see these entities created before you, you hear the voice ring out again. Let the test begin. Could everybody roll initiative for me, please?
Finally, something above you.
And let me get my initiative tracker up.
So they're all, most of those are out of 30 feet, right? I guess the one up is.
So yes.
So, but the other two are within 30 feet.
So there are 3 within 30 feet, and then the other 2 are, I think, outside.
In my sense, if they have
You have soul sense?
No.
So I should have waited to ask the question because.
Right. This sounds super quiet. Oh, here we go. Hang on. I was gonna say I cannot hear the music.
I can't hear.
Yeah. All right. Give me a second. We need that battle music. The volume. There it is. All right. Too loud? Good.
No, I can just barely hear it.
Perfect. Okay. I don't want it to be too noisy. So. All right. So I need to roll 6 initiative rolls. I got you. I got you. Okay. Cool.
Oh, wait. What did I roll? No, wait.
It'll be that one. It'll be that one. That one. Be you. Okay. And last but not least. All right. So I'll go left to right. Rainier.
8.
Daruk.
20 total.
Rin.
14.
Bagirin.
16.
Vadir.
17.
And Izzy.
13.
Okay. So for my bad guys, we have the Ooze Knight. We have the Ooze Hag. She's actually pretty good on that order. Yeah, if anybody can tell, these are ooze protrusions, effectively. Yeah. We have the Medusa.
Medusa.
Give him a door
Give
kit.
him back his inspiration, guys.
Well, why am I being punished? Oh, you meant because he deserves it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I thought you were like giving him trouble for being.
True.
Wait,
Shit.
what did I
Medusa
miss?
Abomination.
Oh, go away.
You made a joke.
Medusa.
Oh, because she's made out of ooze. Oh, okay.
Then we have her, who is on a 21.
We have her.
All right, so first up is the. Let's see if I got this right. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I forgot one.
No, you didn't. You're good.
Actually, you're right. I didn't. I rolled it. I just didn't add it in. So that is on a. All right, cool. All right, so the ooze hag is up first. So as she runs out, she will run. Just run up and run immediately towards Rainier.
The big green one.
Yep. But stay within. She'll stay outside of 5 feet from him, because she has reach, of course. And she is going to make some attacks.
Full AP Zach.
Sure. What's your armor class?
1.
Okay, she does hit with one of them.
Do I? Sure.
Okay. Okay, that is enough to repost it. So as the first claw comes down, she swipes, but goes wild on the first one. The second one looks like it's about to hit, but you quickly pull up the your new sword. Good old, oh my god, SR, Soul Render. And you block it out of the blade. So as her hand is knocked out, you see some of the ooze get sliced off from her, super sharp fingertips as it slaps into the ground and then gets reabsorbed. So, that's it for her. All she can do is to make those 2 attacks. You should see it come up and just kind of snarl at you. Although it is made of ooze, it does look like it has like a certain amount of detail to it that does give it like a color and texture that makes it seem like it is a real creature, real big hag, basically. All right. Next up, we have Sharina. As the one creature up top stands on a platform, having flown up there on her broom. She is going to send her broom down to make an attack. Laughing gleefully almost, you hear her just send it down to Rin. Actually, no, sorry, Daruk. And it will attack him. Gonna attempt to attack him twice.
Alright.
So 2 hits. What is your armor class, sir?
21.
Okay. Neither hit. As the staff whips past you 2 times, looks like it's going a little wildly. Is it? Neither one actually seems to be able to make purchase. Pulling up your shield on the second attack, blocks and then deflects off, flies back up to her. She catches it and looks up, and you see her just kind of frustrated.
The one with the sword and the shield is Sharina?
Nope.
That one?
Yep.
Okay. The sword and the shield is on the bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
Daruk, you're up.
I will move up in front of Rainier here, there, kind of between them and 2 enemies over there. And I will I'll cast Spirit Guardians and then run over there.
Right on.
So those 2 have to make a 18 Wisdom save, or take 80 damage.
Yeah. One of them saves. That one was. Oh, actually, there's a third. It's a sphere, right?
Yeah, it's within 15 feet of me.
There's a third thing that also needs to make the save then.
Oh.
Okay. The 2 of the 3 fail.
Okay, so they take 15 damage and 7, whichever succeeded.
Okay. And what type of damage was it?
Radiant.
Radiante.
So it's that. And then it was looks like the Ooze Hag. And what's the last one? Ah, yeah. The Ooze Knight takes 7. All right.
That's it for mine.
All right. Vidir, you're up.
And go up to the night to eat home.
No, Ron.
I will try to attack it.
Yep.
Swiping, no swiping. 29 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And 18.
Yep, both hit.
First one is 15 plus 7, so 22.
What's damage?
Slashing, radiant.
Okay, both are good.
Or sorry, slashing and force.
Okay, both are still good. Yeah.
And the second one is 24. Second attack.
Damage? Gotcha. Okay. Who's nice looking? Yeah, a little roughed up.
Take that, ooze.
And she did. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus action push.
Okay.
Strength 19 save, I think.
Fails. So you knock her back?
Ooh, ooh. Oh no, we're tangled.
Honestly, if it was like the sticky ooze kind of situation, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Get out! Oh no!
I'm going with you.
All right. So with a couple solid attacks, you feel its body take the hits, take some fall. There's a little bit more that it can possibly take in terms of damage. She gets knocked back. So moving on to the next one, the Dragooze is up next. This one would be the black one, correct? Yeah. So as she runs up, she'll go for Rin. She's got a little bit of movement that she's got, so she should be able to reach it. Yeah. So, as you know what,
Does she get within 15 feet of me?
she'll stay out of range for any of that business. She'll, you know
Any
what?
of that business.
Yeah. Tell you what, to make things easy, she'll stay just next to Vidir. I think that's 30 feet that she's got. Everybody's still within range that's on the floor, with the exception of... Actually, no, she can probably get pretty much everybody. So, as the dragon arm on her body begins to start to hacks out a bunch of this kind of similar ooze that makes up its musculature.
Ew.
You can see it actually come up from her feet, move through her body as it spreads outward. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
It's a hairball.
Why didn't anybody like apparently pick her up, take her outside? Well, no.
Not on the house, not in the house.
On the carpet. On the floor.
So, number to save, I'll just throw it out there. 22.
No.
Sorry. Sorry, read a wrong number. 14. Dex save is 14. It is a big difference. The damage is 22 on a failure. And then on a success, it's half. And it is acid damage.
Acid.
Yep.
Acid reflux.
Did anybody fail?
No.
Okay. So the two that failed, as the acid hurls outward, you can see these strands that are still connected to the dragon's mouth as it retches back and pulls you all right up to her.
Oh, I love that.
So how much was it? 11 for a save?
11 for a success. And then for those that failed, it is 22 points of acid.
How far does it pull them? Like right up to her?
30 feet.
Right.
So it should be
into
right
the
up to her.
dragon's mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say
Am I
yeah.
next?
No, you're not. That's what I was saying. I was like, you got a few. So yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was like, you're only blowing your nose. Like, it's
I don't do it. So
Oh wait,
On
I didn't
camera.
roll for.
fair enough. I appreciate that, and I would do the
Yeah, you
same
didn't roll
too.
initiative for Gordon. What are you doing?
I didn't roll for Gord again.
It's like he's not
Gord-
participating in this fight.
We always say that Gordon's after Dorgiran on his initiative.
Yeah, but I didn't roll his dex save.
Makes it easy. Oh yeah. Then
Would
please
he
do
have
that.
been included in that?
He would have, yeah. 30 feet as a cone, so it's gonna go out.
Does acid damage continue to do damage, or like?
It can, but this does not. This is a one hit. Yeah.
He did not save, but he needs healing. He needs some healing.
Hell.
He did not save, so he takes 22 points of acid damage then, and then also gets pulled.
They better not.
You feel like it may, if it helps at all in terms of the logic of it, you feel like it may not be just the Dragoos that is pulling them.
It's the floor.
Maybe.
Start hitting the floor.
Dorgiran, you're up next.
Ooh, seeing her pull Gordon makes me angry. He's hurt. She could have not.
Yeah.
Could you not?
Your friend, no big deal. The cow, okay.
The cow? Dishonor on you? Dishonor on your cow?
So I raged,
Okay, bonus action rage, gotcha.
and then I run up to the Dragoos. Put me in, coach. And then I'm on a reckless attack.
Okay. Okay.
Does a 26 hit?
26, yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Just barely, but I can, of course, it's well over. I'm sure you all know this isn't like a boss fight or anything, but like eventually we will get to the point that like 26 may not actually hit.
Right.
Does it? Do I need to separate bludgeoning and force?
No, neither of those.
Okay. 23 total damage.
Okay. Not bad. Got it.
And then the second attack. Also a 26 to hit.
Okay.
Uh, 26 points of damage.
Nice. 49 and 2 hits. Not too shabby. All right. That'd be it for your turn.
Yes.
Okay. You got 2 solid strikes. You feel its body is pretty damaged by that. Still a little bit left in it, but yeah, it's solid. Rin, you're up next.
Ew. Bad touch.
Hmm.
I would like to Misty step up to the platform, the first platform.
Oh, okay.
Does the ooze go away
From what had?
from my person?
Oh yeah. No, so this was a hits you once, pulls you over, and then it's off of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so now that you've Misty stepped up there and you can actually like see the area around you. Granted, your passive perception is also, I think, exceptionally high, if I recall correctly.
21.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see the ooze actually is holding up these platforms, and the platforms themselves are like constituted with rock and ooze together.
Ugh. Gross.
But as you're up here, you see what looks like an almost. It's not perfect, but there's slight differences. But you can see yourself up one more platform. Yeah. If you guys got waffles sometime or something, she's actually pretty cool. Continuing the joke, of course.
I got a bag. We could pull waffles. I'll even let you roll for it.
She'd be like, okay, yeah, no, she's really cool. You know, we shot the shit. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I will then fly onto my broom. I have a broom too. And I'm not on the island, but I'm like
Hovering above it?
hovering above it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just don't want to touch the ooze anymore.
Tracks, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just ick, you know? And then I'm going to look at Nagolin and be like, why did you attack us? And I will cast Detect Thought.
Why do this?
Oh, okay. So Detect Thoughts is a save, I think. If you're trying to
Wisdom save.
get right.
Psychic battle.
Okay. Wisdom save, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as you try to peer in, so how does this work? In terms of like what you're trying to get? There's, give me some deets.
I can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast a spell as your action on each turn until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose with an intelligence very lower doesn't speak a language, it's unaffected. You initially learn the surface thoughts of what is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
Okay.
If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows I'm probing into its mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you reach into this, I want to say construct, but we have constructs within D&D. So, within this creature's mind, you get the following thoughts. I can't believe Daruk let me die. I really wish he wouldn't have let that happen. Maybe he can help and fix this.
Wait, that's the real Rin.
It looks exactly the same. I don't know how can you tell.
Maybe he can
It's all
help
the
us
wrong way.
fix this. We can fix you. Just stop attacking us.
You just say that out loud then? She goes, hey, get out of my head. I read thoughts here.
That's my job.
That's the end of the turn. Yeah. It's only Spider-Man situation. There's only two of them, but yeah.
Yeah.
That be it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Izzy, you're up. And then Rainier, you're on deck after a couple enemies. Well, after one enemy, but yeah.
The nightmare. I'm going to crystal beam the Ooze Knight.
Okay. Is it chilly down here for you guys?
I didn't bring a long sleeve anything. I have a really heavy coat.
I'd say we've got the space heater. We can turn that on.
I put my coat on my legs like a blanket.
18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay.
Ooze Knight, you said, right?
Ooze Knight.
Okay, yep.
Ooze Knight. 11 damage.
Ooze Knight. All right.
And then that thing pulled me in close to it.
Yeah.
So am I in melee range of it now? Yeah. Should be right up on it. So I can't. Yeah. I'll end my turn.
Okay. Next up is the Medusa.
But is
As
it
you
a neon Medusa?
So, as you strike out against the ooze knight and send out that radiant blast, that hit of damage, you hear a come from above you. As you see a little more serpentine on the side of a Medusa than what you're usually expecting, notch an arrow and fire down at you. There are two longbow shots. Yeah.
There are 3, 2.
Longbow shots. Don't worry about it.
17 AC.
Okay, one was a natural 20. The other one was a 4, so.
Silvery barbs.
Counterspell.
Damn it.
But as an ability, so you can't counter it.
Oh, you're so trash.
Damn it.
Sharina. So it is an attempt. You have to save to see if you can actually overcome the effect. So, Sharina sees that you are casting a spell with verbal, somatic, or material components, and she is going to have you make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
You're good at
Over here. Don't curse me.
I almost hope it happens because it's like her doing it to you.
25.
Fuck.
Hey, how do we turn our spells into abilities?
Be a DM.
I will.
So, the silvery barbs works then.
Oh, okay.
It's no longer a natural 20. It's now a miss. Congratulations. It is. I'm gonna make you pay for it later. So, as we continue along then, the Musa misses
I
for
don't
2
use
shots.
it that often because I'm not often within range.
True.
You put me in a small space, Tony.
The DM will remember this. So
that's why I don't have the lucky feat. All right.
yeah, oh my god, it'd be the worst. So as the 2 shots then hit the floor next to you, boop, boop, you then see these 2 arrows kind of lose their form and then become ooze and then fall right back within it.
They just slurped right back into the floor.
That's it for the Medusa then.
I also-
She'll stay up top.
Only have 4 opportunities to cast it because you can't upcast Silver Guard.
Really? Okay, good to know. Wait, you should still no. You can still cast you can use another spell slot for a lower level spell. It just doesn't upcast.
In D&D Beyond, it lists them. If
Well,
you
right.
can upcast them.
No. Like you can still use a
this-
higher level spell slot to cast a lower level spell. You just don't upcast it.
Oh,
don't get any
it just doesn't
bonuses.
give you extra stuff.
Right.
I thought it
list
just
them.
meant you couldn't upcast.
Oh yeah. No. It's just
Oh.
you don't get the extra
Oh, okay.
neat stuff. So
Yeah, what Jake was saying, the ones you can upcast for additional effect, it'll list those.
yeah.
But as he was saying, you have an entirety of spell slots. You can always cast below your.
5th level Silver Guard.
Yep. So I shot myself in the foot by now letting you know that.
You did, yes, but that's
My own,
okay.
but you know,
I mean, if
I-
you want to
again-
blow a 6th level spell on that.
fair point.
It's true, that's on me.
Sure. So Rhaenyra.
That's part of strategy, though. Sometimes those come in really clutch. Like, yeah, I did have below a 5th level spell, but yes, I did.
Somebody
save
didn't
someone's
die.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
You're
I
up.
get to do things.
You do.
All right. I see a hag. I'm gonna touch Varun. I'm gonna get big, and I'm gonna go up and.
I thought you said I'm gonna touch Rin and get big, and I was really,
I thought you said you're gonna touch the hag and get
Yeah.
big.
really confused.
Consent is king.
Question: when he gets big, does he sink further into the?
He does not.
He also gets
bigger. I'll
heavier.
get fatter.
Well, I
I'd
mean,
imagine
size
you
and
take up
mass.
more
None of us have been
mass,
thinking
be
into-
heavier.
Oh, really? Oh, we're just staying on top.
Yep.
Anyway, that was a nice fight. So then now,
I mean,
even
you
in
need
ooze
to move.
form, you cannot exist. I'm just gonna stab her. twice.
For sure.
Well, one of them. Oh, it actually might. It's a 19. So
19
a
to hit.
19 plus.
That was the
20.
low one, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, they both hit.
It was a 5 on the dice, so I thought there would be a chance it would not hit.
No, yeah.
Weapon. Do you want
To build a
necrotic,
sword.
radiant, or slashing?
You can leave off necrotic. The rest is all good. The bonus damage, yes.
Oh, that's why you were asking for souls. I forgot about the sword.
Yeah. I can tell. That's look at you guys.
The sword.
Oh, because I don't have the frost anymore. Yeah, that's fine. 10 plus 2 is 12 plus 11. So 23.
23. Okay.
It's a legitimate sport.
Ew. 5 plus 11, 16.
To hit?
Yeah.
Still hits.
No, because the first
Right, right,
I
right.
rolled a That's,
Got it.
Do we need to start
Alright.
with a yeah.
yeah.
Betting.
Okay.
I don't see.
So,
Are they considered undead?
they're not.
I'm in Japan.
At this point,
Everyone.
thank you. You know what's funny? That's the word I had written down, and I forgot it.
What?
And now that I'm on the stat block for the ooze itself, I see the simulacrum that I wrote down for the ability. So, yes, the stolen simulacrum created a. Well, sorry, stolen simulacrum is the ability that the tower ooze used to create clones and then start attacking you guys. So, all right,
Perfect.
Dugirin,
One of my favorite things.
Yes.
I need you
No.
and
Don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
oh, not Izzy, no. It'll be you
No.
and Gordon
No.
Oh,
to make dexterity saving throws.
No.
You didn't account for a simulacrum of Gordon?
Nope, but I did that intentionally.
Oh, okay.
Gordon doesn't have a thing that is sworn vengeance upon necessarily.
Wait, okay. What did I swear vengeance upon here? Wow.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's not good for me. It's a 7 for Dex.
Okay.
So 11.
Okay. Hey, DC.
And a 19 for Gordon.
Okay, so Gordon saves.
23 for Gordon.
Gordon really saves then. You do not though.
Okay.
So there's a small little like cube box next to you over there. Can you put that over your character? Or can you have somebody put that over your character? So what everyone else sees is the ground beneath Dorgirin opens up as he is swallowed by the ooze.
So you just got slapped.
So
Joke's
though you-
on you. He's into it.
yeah. Well, so when I asked everybody like, what have you sworn vengeance against? I was like, what's the one thing that Dorgirin has had happen regularly throughout the campaign? It fucking ate me. And I was like, so that's what the tower's gonna do.
Oh god.
So you take 10 points of acid damage right off the gate,
Big deal.
and then we'll see what else happens after that. And I think that is. No, there's two other things they can do too. So okay. Oh, I missed something. Okay, got to keep that in mind for later. So at that point, 2 ooze-like pseudopods come out of the actual base of the tower, and we're gonna have it. See. We'll say one of them is going to be shooting. We'll say Rainier. 23 to hit.
Ding.
Please don't. This is a spell attack, so
Oh. And actually, then you get disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah, nice.
You remembered your cloak.
I rolled higher.
Of course.
Wow.
Of course you did.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so 16 points of necrotic damage, which I believe you are. Yeah, so 8. But you cannot regain hit points until the start of this creature's next turn. And then the second bolts, you know what? We'll just roll a d6, and if it's a 6, it'll be hitting Gordon.
No.
Okay, so it's Daruk. We have 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 16 points of necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points till the start of your next. I'm sorry, till the start of this creature's next turn.
Okay.
Okay, that is it for the first round. Top of the order. Oozhag is up.
Sorry. Oozhag.
Fair.
Use hand.
So it is going to try to give Rainier a hug. That's so sweet, right? Just a hug.
Friends.
Just a lovely little hug.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Is that considered a melee attack?
It is a melee attack.
Then I will parry the shit out.
Okay. Which just misses then. So as you see it running up, it just gets knocked out of the way. As it kind of gets spun around, it looks at you just in this confused manner and then tries to get you with one claw attack. Natural 1. So. As the second one just swings wildly, you just kind of dodge out of the way and just look at it with disgust and just like, yeah, just that face, yeah. No. That's it for the Oozhag. Pretty, yeah. All right, so Sharina. She is going to. You know what? She'll do a couple different things. She is going to send out do a couple abilities. Daruk, could I have you make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes. 19.
Okay, you save. Nothing happens. Actually, hang on. Oh no, you do take damage. So you see this little fireball kind of erupt around you specifically, but it goes out without any sort of real scariness to it. So 5 points of fire damage. So Rin being up there next to this kind of, you know, altered reflection of herself, funhouse mirror version of herself.
Shadow Ren.
You can see her eyes just kind of flare a bit as the fire around Daruk erupted briefly and then went back out. You can see her get a little frustrated. She looks to you. Does that happen for you?
Unfortunately, a lot. Really annoying.
Who's the one who's not really smart? As she kind of gets that from you. Okay. She looks to Izzy. Could I have you make an intelligence saving throw?
Oh shit. Oh, just kidding. I'm actually really smart.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want to change it. I mean, it's up to you. I have an intelligence of 14.
No, we'll keep with you.
Saving throws plus 8. So 13? 17. Or 17.
Okay, 17 just saves.
Would Rin know that she was talking about spell damage, or would she be like, to Rin, who is the
most intelligent? Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's the least intelligent?
Yeah.
That's what you would think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I think it actually might be Dorgirin. No
it's
offense.
probably Dorgirin. Oh,
It is?
Why?
Okay.
Base.
We're gonna
Mine is also.
wait. So what is
I
it?
have 11.
10. Yeah.
You're both 10. Okay. We're gonna rewrite what happened because this is more fun. Sorry. Odd even. Now that I've called it. Okay. Vidir, could I have you make an intelligence saving throw?
Pass.
What's for?
10.
Perfect. Okay. So as she asks you, which one's the least intelligent? And you're like, oh, you're like, I'm not comfortable saying that. Got it. As she looks down and then looks to Vidir, you see Vidir kind of grab his head as he drops for just a moment. Vidir, you take 18 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned.
Rude?
And I imagine right before you heard, or you got stunned, you heard Who's the least intelligent in your group?
Intelligent one in your group.
Oh yeah.
Ow! Insult's injury. So yeah, you are stunned until the end of your next turn. Which, yeah, ironically, both Daruk and Vadir are up next, so good news on that. Now, unfortunately, stun still is stunned, but yeah. All right, so that is gonna be... Oh, no, she has one last thing she can do. Okay, so then she looks at you again. Okay, so who has the least amount of charisma amongst the group?
I think it might be Daruk or Daruk. I don't know. What's your charisma?
14.
Oh, it might be you.
Rainier?
It's 12.
Okay, we'll go with you. Could I have you make a charisma saving throw then? So she looks and she just goes, okay, so who has the least amount of charisma then? It's Rainier. Okay.
The raging cat. No way.
She yells down, hey, cat! Don't get any furballs down there! So she's going to try
No,
to
you
taunt
should
you.
add a bell to it. Like Rin's helping.
Yeah. Ooh, good call. As you then see that little bell come around your collar. It's not a spell, it's an ability.
I'm rolling advantage. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. As so you do fail then. So you have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws until the start of Sharin's next turn.
Cool.
So as you see then, that collar, I forgot about that entirely. The collar appears around your neck and that bell is around you.
And who did this?
This would be the echo of Rin.
Anti-Rin.
Yeah, so the one that has like green flames that it's holding up there. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
But taunt is the ability name, so. All right, Daruk, you're up.
I still have Spirit Guardians on, and I don't think I had the Hag roll for it before, but I'm gonna move forward just enough that hopefully the Hag, the Dragon Lady in there, and the Warrior in the back all get hit with the
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Spirit Guardians.
Okay. So 4 saves then. Okay, what's the number?
18 Wisdom.
Okay. Dragon saves.
I need to
Hag
review
does
mine.
not. And
He's
then
been Cotton Hill
Warrior
for a while
Lady
now.
does not.
9 if they failed, 4 if they succeeded. I rolled pretty bad on them. How high up is Negarin?
30 feet.
30 feet. I will Misty Step up there.
No!
Hello, motherfucker. A little bit of lightning, a little bit of thunder.
And as my action, can I try to grapple her?
Yeah, sure.
I don't even know what to roll on that, but it's athletics, right?
Yep.
Well, that's not going to work. That's 5.
Oh yeah, no, it does not. Yeah. So as you try and grab her, your hand actually moves right through her, just boom. As you see, okay, that did not work at all.
It's like flubber.
Alright.
She spins around. Excuse me. What are you doing up here?
I just came.
Are we not fighting?
We are. I'm mad at you.
You attacked us. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah. All right. Actually, at the so with one of the creatures having taken some damage, one of it's actually kind of appropriate. Then you came up to the top because then I can say, out of the column that's hanging from the ceiling, a pseudopod-like arm comes outward and fires a bolt at you. Miss though, 15 to hit.
A pseudopod. So just a tentacle?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
At starts in. Okay, we'll fix that for a second. Vadir, you're up.
One gooey tentacle.
There you are.
Dirk just went.
I'm stunned.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Okay. So you are up, but then that's it.
And then it's over.
Sorry.
Just oozing over here.
Yeah.
You're up. And that's your
All
turn.
right. Yep. But the good news is you're no longer stunned. So, all right, the Dragoose is up.
Whose turn is it?
Whose turn?
All right, so you did there. All right, so the Dragoose is up, so it is going to walk up to, let's see, Ren's top side. She can get to it. So then it will then move up to the deer, and then it is going to try to bite you with its hand.
Oh, wait. Is this the dragoon?
The dark one.
This one. Yeah. Oh, it's right next to me anyway.
Darkness. So we'll try and bite you with the dragon hand.
Pass.
It might not hit.
Double it and give it to the next person.
That's yep. That's a no. And then the long sword that it wields, it will try to hit you with that too. Also misses. The highest number was a 14. So.
Yep. Okay.
All right, moving along then. As it just
Brother.
so it makes contact, but it hits you against the breastplate constantly, over and over, and it's just
flaring out here, man.
It's got nothing on that. So moving along then. Durgarin, you're currently swallowed.
How does it make you feel?
So you cannot breathe as long as you are engulfed within this ooze, and you are restrained.
Can't restrain these guns.
Now, the good news is you can try to escape by making a strength check.
Okay.
What's the bad news?
Can Gordon assist him?
No.
It's on his turn.
Gordon goes after Durgarin.
So is it strength, flat strength, strength save,
This is a strength.
athletics?
Yeah, so it's a strength check. This is not athletics.
Oh man.
So this is a D20 plus your strength modifier.
Just okay, so it's not the
Now
same.
you do make strength checks as long as you're raging with advantage. So there's that at least.
Oh, my ears just popped.
There's a 16.
16 does not.
Oh no.
So as you try and claw your way out of the ooze, you're not able to wrench yourself out of it.
Did we get proficiency with it?
No. This is not a. So yeah, it's not like a proficiency, like a skill or a saving throw. So yeah. So that's your action. You still have a bonus action.
Can I rage harder?
Well, you've taken damage, so you don't need to sustain your rage at least, so that's good. But if you want to use your bonus action rage again, I guess you could.
Hold up now. Wait a minute. I'm thinking. If I was a large beast, would I exit the slime?
I see where you're going with this. You'd still be at least partially submerged.
Just get the head out.
But yeah, I would say, I mean,
I would be able to stick my head out and breathe. At
You
the
would.
very least.
you would.
Assuming your head goes out.
And huge is even larger than
I
large.
don't know if there's do you have a huge creature amongst your repertoire though?
Giant constrictor snake?
Yeah, that would work too.
Because
What is up? Is it considered itself to be a large beast?
because I'm pretty sure that this was a CR2. Right? Yeah, this should be a CR2, right?
Well, wait, you-
honor amongst
oh, no, you-
thieves, how she turned into this.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too.
You gotta be quick.
I was gonna say you do actually have, yeah, because you're a moon druid, so yeah, you'd be able to use your bonus action into wild shape. Yeah, that would work.
It might try to suck you back in next round, but
Oh, it absolutely will. Yeah.
Okay.
That one? We're straying that one.
but you could maybe like latch onto Gordon and he could try to pull you up.
Yeah.
Be like,
So yeah,
boy.
I will become a giant constrictor snake.
Okay. So as your body basically expands out to the form of a giant constrictor snake, you know, your body kind of reaching
Bug, that's a
towards.
snake that's curled up.
I don't know. You're thinking of oh my god, that late night show host.
Oh, Daniel Craig.
Thank you. Yeah.
Craig
Or, no,
Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson. There you go.
Daniel Craig. Oh, never mind.
Chain spot, yeah. So as your body, recontorts and forms, and then eventually kind of more or less just ejects your head and more or less torso out of the ooze. Yeah.
Dude, that's so weird.
Your tail then would still be partially submerged. So you still are restrained, technically.
Sucking on a snake butt.
Because like those conditions don't change. Like though you do wild shape, those conditions wouldn't change necessarily. So you are still technically unable to move out of it, as it does have a hold of at least your lower body. But you're no longer completely engulfed by it.
Okay.
I don't know if we have a snake. I'll look. Actually, I do know we do where we do have one. It'll be in the dresser, bottom left drawer, like in the corner. There should be some snake minis down there. All right, then. So that should do it. Yeah. Rin, you're up. Oh, sorry. Gordon's up.
And I am an angry snake because I am raging. Can I like wrap, like as part of like my action?
You've already taken your action to try and
Well,
break out of it.
Like my head, like part of me is sticking out. Can I like wrap myself around like the Gordon's horns?
I won't give you that for free.
Okay.
Gordon can try and pull you out of it.
Okay.
He can make a strength check for you to try and retch you out.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll be his action.
Okay.
AKA.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have him try and help pull me out. He's just making a strength check too.
Yep. And then Rin, you're on deck.
Oh. He also got a 16.
Ah, okay.
But he's not raging, so he doesn't get advantage.
Sure. No raging bull. All right.
Oh.
Bulls on parade.
All right. So he's not able to pull you out, but he's there with you at least. So
He's there in spirit.
yeah. All right, Rin.
I would like to try and grapple her with telekinesis. Make a red.
You're gonna try to grapple her?
With telekinesis.
Oh, okay.
So it's my spell casting check. Make it an ability check with your spell casting ability contested by the creature's strike.
It's debating things.
Dirty 20?
27.
Well, okay. Well, that doesn't work. Okay. Then I will circular fly, not to create more platforms, so you can put me kind of like on the edge of this one.
You're flying?
Close.
Yeah. 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 Because that's like the edge of the tower, right? Essentially.
It's a little farther out, but yeah.
Imagine that I'm
You're
up
not on the
against
platform,
wall.
you're just, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can go
I just don't want to be like up on her, essentially, is my
sure.
goal, but I also don't want to stick another thing in there.
Appreciate that. But, okay, cool.
So imagine, if you will, I'm not right up next to her, but I am like on her level. And obviously that'll fail, and I'll, damn it. Listen, No one lets you die. Everyone works as hard as they can to try and prevent your death. I would know. I've died a couple of times. It's no one's fault. It really hurts
It's no
them.
one's fault.
It is what it is.
As you say that, she looks at you and then points at Daruk. Well, he doesn't feel that way.
Yes, he does. It hurts him so bad. That's why he casts Death Ward on me every time.
Then why am I here?
Because it didn't work. It's not his fault that it didn't work. It did its job. We just, wrong place, wrong time. It really fucking sucks. It does. And it gets harder every time. But you gotta let it go. He loves you.
Then he needs to let it go.
All right, sounds like this
moving
is
on.
still your trial.
6-second dramas.
Yep, right? Yeah. Real quick, just like, what's going on here? Everyone's just yelling at the tower.
Yeah, we're competing with Paloma Diamond at this point, okay?
You just hear a big
All right,
snake.
Izzy's up next.
All right. Question to determine what my action's gonna be.
Okay.
You said there is stone floor visible below the ooze that we're standing on.
But I go like 5 feet, maybe farther. It's kind of hard because it gets a little like distorted.
I'm going to cast Erupting Earth on that
Oh, interesting.
to
Okay.
damage the floor itself.
Hmm.
My thought process is that this entire thing and all these things is one entity,
Okay.
and I'm trying to attack the source.
We need to
drain the sink.
address one thing though. Erupting Earth. Does that work on Workstone? Like,
It says the ground. Okay, choose a point you can see on the ground within range. Right, the ground. That
right,
this
but
is the ground.
a fountain of churned earth and stone. That's the
Also
part that I'm
stone.
like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Talking about it's too squishy.
Well, you could just magically produce stone too.
I'm
So.
very squishy.
All right. Sorry, like part of me, like I'm like trying to work out in my head. I'm like, would that mean that like the earth and stone that you're casting it on is erupting upward, or could it just like magically create it though too? I'll go with the latter because that makes
Well-
it easier for this. Because you're casting it on like a structure,
Yeah, the spell isn't very specific when it's describing the ground. you
right?
know?
And that's the thing. It's like we're working from Elemental Evil, which was like one of the earlier supplemental books that came out for 5e. So it's like, so it can magically produce it too.
Okay, so you're gonna allow that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll just do it at this level to see if it has any sort of effect. Dex 18.
Okay. So this is an interesting point.
And the tower floor dodge the thing that it's attached to.
Well, it can't. But the part that I'm trying to work out then is how, if anything, would anything else get damaged as well?
Right, is all this isn't a stalk, right? This is hanging from the roof? Or is this coming
yeah.
from the floor and creating like a
It
slime
is-
tree with rocks in it?
It's hanging from the roof, where you can see is also partially connected to this floor. So where are you casting it then?
In the dead center. Trying to.
You know, we'll say for the sake of making things easier, you can cast it in an area where none of your allies are around, so that way they're not potentially hit by any
Yeah.
sort of earth and stone that is erupting
That one
in a 20-foot cube.
So bad. Yeah, off to the semicircle that's not occupied.
Right. Okay. Can't really not. What's your DC save?
It says Dex 18.
Okay, yeah, it fails.
That rolled really well.
Nice.
Added up for 32.
32. That was a really good roll. All right.
10, 12.
Okay. So, as a stone erupts outward, you guys can see bits of stone actually come out from beneath this this ooze-like creature that is occupying the center of the floor, and some of it actually comes out of the flooring itself, where it kind of falls outward, or not falls outward, gets ejected outward, from it, and then lands back within the ooze and kind of sinks into it partially and just kind of hangs there within it. But you see this temporarily, a huge hole is kind of blasted out from it before it kind of slowly refills itself.
To make a big
Yep.
gross.
In a very gross manner,
The Stew's boy.
but effective. In that moment, a tentacle comes out and shoots a bolt at Izzy. 19 to hit.
That'll do.
Okay. You take 16 points of necrotic damage, and you cannot heal until the start of this creature's next.
Brother, I'm loaded up with debuffs. I'm still suffering from the max health debuff from the Banshee screen. You said 19?
Yep. No, 16. Sorry, 16.
Did you see that?
Apply. Nope. All right. That be it for your turn?
Yeah.
Your turn then.
Wait.
If you move, you don't have to
Wait, no.
disengage.
No, I'm staying right.
You're good melee of Mushmouth.
Mushmouth. Yeah.
So, the Medusa is going to once again take a couple shots. So, if she doesn't have line of sight of Izzy right now, she would move to the platform that she to the platform that she would. I meant to say that last turn. Doesn't matter much since she's just either way. Yeah, just that she could have line of sight to fire a couple arrows, ooze arrows at Izzy. Oh no, she'd still be on the top platform, but she would just be kind of like leaning over, and she's a medium-sized creature, but enough of her lower body is snake-like that she could like lean over and take shots. So, 2 shots. Yeah.
To keep us busy.
Neither one hits. 15 to hit is the high one, so I think it's still too low.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, there you go.
Where are the others?
You can again hear that angry hiss coming from above you.
Right, and I'm gonna look up. You.
But it misses, so there you go.
And
Yeah,
All right.
I hear that.
Mm-hmm.
the Medusa.
And then again, sinks back in. Rainier,
What
you're
about
up.
the other 2?
Let's grab it. It's 4. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll do
Who
it.
do you know that has the dragon in her hand?
This was against the ooze hag. Yeah.
11, 7, 18, 29.
29 damage?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I actually rolled well on that one.
Yeah.
The second hit is a 8 on the dice against a 22.
Okay.
There you go. You're eating.
And that is a 7, 18.
But I'm talking about the dragon hand.
18 total?
I'm assuming
Okay. It is. You can see its body like. So every time you hit it, you see its body kind of reconstitute, right? But on the last hit, you see it's like really slow. Like it's barely holding itself together.
you know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna get going. So I'm just gonna act surge.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna put
17.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, hits.
9, 20.
And what type of damage are you dealing as the weapon?
Radiant and magical flash.
Okay. So with the second attack, I'm sorry, the third attack, as you slash against this ooze hag, you see its body get cleaved in half. As you see its the upper torso fall, slap into the ooze as it just slowly dissolves and reincorporates into the central mass, and then its lower body basically does the same.
I'm melting.
Yeah. That's my way in. I forgot what it was. So then that looks like another thing. I'm just gonna use my last attack on it.
Okay.
That one. Oh, double 7s. So whatever 7 plus 14 is 21.
I'll do it.
10, 21.
And which one was this?
Oh, is that an enemy over there?
Creature in all black?
No, the army, the knight.
Oh, ooze knight. Okay.
I was
And
actually
you said-
thinking everything was by the tower. Is what I was thinking. But I
What
don't know.
knight?
The dragon hand.
The The dragon, the dragoons.
Looking thing.
That's me, dumbass.
Oh, all I can see is the weapon. It's literally all I can see.
That's
Mini.
All right. Yeah. No. Okay. Then that's not obviously not how we're going to attack.
no, that's the one you attack. Okay, got it.
Rainier's like, I want to be on the winning side.
I just literally all I can see. I thought it was-
You know what? You got a really convincing sales pitch here.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You know what? We fucked up. We passed on working for the fire community. So I'm taking my
I learned my lesson.
Time's coming up on that, okay?
These guys are old money. You can just tell it. All right. All right. So which one were you attacking then?
yeah, I guess that's the one that I'm next to. I don't know what that is.
Was that the Ooze Knight?
It's not yet.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, and it was for how much damage?
One more.
Okay, thank you.
Well, necrotic still doesn't make any difference.
Correct.
Okay. Then yeah.
21. Okay.
And
All right.
that's great. And again, there's none of these are undead, right? So
Correct. They're not. We're in ad break. I'm good with just continuing along with the combat and stuff, and we'll just get back to it.
Okay.
Cool.
Do
So
you like a piece of cake?
Yeah, it's a cake time.
I mean, if you would be so kind, I don't want to see. That's the thing. I don't ever want to put anybody out for anything.
already up.
But
my
okay, thank you.
Happy.
happening.
Cody, it's giving you a piece of cake.
I
On
know,
your
but
birthday.
still, I know,
birthday.
but
You
still.
brought me a birthday
she-
gift on
she
my birthday
asked.
to my birthday party.
Look,
They win.
Oh,
definitely not that.
she would say,
We'll just go the fastest say whenever. Say when.
Yeah, right.
Finish the sentence.
Yeah, right.
It's the cake.
Yeah. Okay, let's go with one that's maybe a couple inches thick.
Okay.
And that's I had a feeling like I was like, how can I phrase this? And I was like, I'll just go with it, whatever. Ooze Knight's up next. It's gonna go after. Wait, it's next to. Damn it.
Near hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah, smack the shit out of it, little bitch ass bitch.
Did I ever make any attacks with it? I don't think I did.
What?
The Ooze Knight.
I don't know.
I think you did.
Not really.
I don't think I did. I think I skipped its last turn entirely. All right.
Contemplating his lecture.
Tell you what. Let's make up for that.
Sure.
Okay.
2 attacks would have gone against Vadir before. We'll say they were throwing axe.
I didn't realize there was a dragon head over there.
Which armor class?
Walked right
Right?
past it coming
Yeah.
over here.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anybody else want a cake?
21. Cody.
I have a piece of
You want another piece of cake?
almost said thank you.
Cody.
Baby?
What?
No.
What are you doing? Throw stuff.
I almost said your
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Though.
either works.
Farouk? Farouk would not pass on for it.
Like, I got
A little out. I don't pay for
Yeah,
it.
they already have trees. Oh, these must be Christmas trees.
No.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I bought these before the last time we met in person, and I forgot them. And then, what? Is it melted?
Durek. Sorry.
Oh, well,
Vadir.
Oh.
not
Yes.
for me throwing it in here.
Take 26 points of damage.
Pass.
Whoa.
Is any of that necrotic?
Nope. All of it slashing.
26?
26.
I'll be right back. Oh, never mind.
A flurry of throwing axes went in your direction. Some of them hit. A couple of them didn't.
That's the strategy. You don't need to be a better shot. Just need to shoot more.
Throw more. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
That's all for the Ooze Knight. It's not going to move anywhere. The Tower Necrocore. The Tower Ooze.
Oh my goodness. Cake bomb, dude.
Really is. That's insane.
Would anybody like something to drink while I'm up?
9.
I'll take a pib, please, and thank you. It'll be top left. I just went through and organized all that so I can know where everything is.
As cool as the light in the refrigerator is,
It does not help for identifying
it
things.
does not help for identifying.
A lot of that stuff's actually flavored water at this point. 'Cause I'm trying to swap to that. Outside of tonight, like tonight specifically is my cheat day kind of thing. But starting yesterday, observing today too for most of the day, I'm doing intermittent fasting, and then no soda or anything outside of potentially one with dip. Oftentimes I'll try and hold off on that. That's the plan, but there might be a leeway on that. So the flavored water is the kind of, the substitute. Yeah.
Mine's been liquid dip.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
have either like a sparkling water and a tea.
Yeah, because like
It's pretty good.
the carbonation helps honestly with the transition, and then there's actually flavor to it, so you're not just yuck.
I just have a Brita filter and Crystal Light.
Yeah, there you go.
That works.
I'm a big fan though. I got these the Arctic flavored waters and stuff. There's an orange vanilla one that honestly like it's pretty good. So yeah. All right. Anyway,
My turn to stab anything again?
no, we're probably not going to do that again.
Just got done stabbing.
Yeah. So, not to beat a dead horse, I will make the pseudopod attacks with the Tower Necrocore instead of once again engulfing Dorgiran. I got you once. That's enough.
You've been eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
Fucking hate
do
me.
this.
He ate me. He fucking ate me.
All right, we'll do these four. So, Rainier, what's your armor class?
20.
That's a miss. Daruk, armor class, please.
21.
13 points of bludgeoning damage. It's one of the pseudopod Plaxia. Hate it. Dorgiran, armor class.
Well.
Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I didn't get a natural 20, so that's good. But I rolled a natural 19. So 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And don't worry about it. 3 on the dice.
And again.
We all just got shot.
We did.
Slap or shot. Shot or slap. It's not slap.
They sound like when you said you're like
Slap
throwing. You're throwing like what are those now? Something pods.
Pseudopod.
They're like tentacles that come out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It just. I'm playing Final Fantasy X again. It just sounds like something insane with that.
Will we get
Oh.
hit with?
Shit.
Super.
Gross.
Before?
Made you want to pick that one?
Gross.
Oh, did I get hit?
All right. We're going to do a thing.
Bought it for Katie on Twitch.
Sharena is going to use her ability. Where
Great.
she is going to look out to everyone and say, you know what? I don't think you're all too bad. I think you all are pretty great.
At start of return, she takes damage from
You just completely changed her mind.
I'm probably not.
Guardians, yeah, sure. What's the save?
Wisdom 18.
You guys are so bad.
I gave her the snake equivalent of finger guns.
13 damage.
So
On
is it
success? Or on a failure, sorry.
what on a success?
Half, so 6.
Thanks. So as the Spirit Guardian slap her a
Would have been a lot worse.
mid conversation, as she she'll take the hits first, and she looks. You know what? I don't think you guys are too bad. I think a lot of people are probably just misunderstood. So, you know what? I think we should all just get on the same team. Can I have everybody make a Wisdom saving throw? It's an ability. You can't counterspell
A
it
tree.
or do anything with other stuff.
Wisdom save.
Yep. Please and thank you. Unfortunately, she does not have Mantle of
Oh my
the Charming Mantle.
Mantle of Majesty.
That's it.
Oh my god.
My brain was just going to Halo and just like Mantle of Responsibility. I'm like,
Did I get your
Purple
thing
mountains, Matt.
What's the name?
as a snake?
It doesn't matter what you are as long as you're within 10. So like,
Do snakes
no,
get the
maybe
bug
17.
17.
specifically?
17's the save.
What if I need
I'm
speed?
good.
18.
Meets beats.
Yeah.
This is against Charming effects too.
Oh. Then I'm immune. I don't
Okay.
I can't be charmed.
Did anybody fail?
I don't think I did. What would you say it was?
That's
16?
disappointing. 17. Wisdom save
I'm a
against charming effects.
I have advantage against that,
26.
and I already rolled a 24.
Okay. Yeah. Actually looks. Well, shit.
Yeah, we're not buying that.
Yeah. Okay.
Good try.
That's my
You
one.
can be on our team if you want.
Now the idea was for you to be on my team.
We're recruiting.
Yeah.
Drop a resume.
One rin is enough.
Give us a
So far,
CV.
you passed the interview with flying colors.
Thanks.
Flying.
Yeah.
Mostly
I-
Glad
yeah.
you picked up on that.
She'll fly up to the next floor.
I take out some snake glasses.
I realize that breaks.
Opportunity.
Yeah. Back opportunity if you want to take it.
I'll do Toll the Dead. 'Cause
Okay.
I have Warcaster.
Got it. That's necrotic damage.
Yes.
Okay. She flies away unharmed.
Damn it.
I've tried to use the conic several times.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah.
This is why I'm really annoyed that Radiant does this. Not annoyed. Disappointed.
Welcome to my life.
Don't hit her with psychic damage.
Oh, she has bonus action. We'll rewind the clock a little bit.
Near me now, night.
Yep.
She stepped in.
You know what? No, she'll stay there. As she gets angry, you see her just casting out her charming effect. Not casting, but releasing the charming effect. She looks kind of pissed as it did not take effect on anybody. Fine. We want to go the more damage route, then we can go the more damage route. Now she says that, you see this burst of flame go out from her, and the air kind of has that haze of like a fire burning around her. And she actually begins emitting light. And she will cast. That'll be it for her.
Fireball and upcast.
I need to know what this spell is, girl.
It's not exactly a spell. It's more of an aura.
I mean, it's cool. How do you get one?
Drew.
Not
answering the question.
Do I get the impression that I cannot grapple this creature? Because I tried last time and
You did feel that there was physicality to her. You just feel like it just didn't really have purchase last time.
She's got a really strong strength. She beat my telekinesis by a lot.
She's goo.
eat a boo.
In our home turf.
But I don't. I gain. Yeah, maybe she gets some pluses for some buffs from something.
I want to keep blowing through spells. I don't have anything left.
We're in the shadow.
You can still try and grapple her if you want.
I will.
I'll say this. She is not immune to the grapple effect.
Okay. If I can cast Shatter in a place where I can get the Medusa and the Rin clone, I will try to do that.
Okay. Could I have you make a charisma saving throw?
Me?
Mhm.
26.
Okay.
Ultimate.
Okay, my psychic stuff. Psychic feedback is just not working out. I bake in a counter spell and it just does not work. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Doesn't often work when you don't have one baked in. So
I know, right?
So it's an 18 con save on the Shatter.
Okay. Caught it. Holy shit. Like with my feet, I caught it.
Oh wow.
That's why I was. Both fail.
12 thunder damage.
Thunder.
A non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage.
Okay.
If that matters to the platforms or anything.
I'll say, given that they're being held aloft by the ooze, they do not.
Being worn by the
Because they're kind of being carried, you know, in a way. Also, because I just don't want to deal with what happens if it all fails.
Yeah,
falls.
yeah.
I mean, do you guys want it to fall? You're on the platform.
Some of
I'm
us are.
fine.
I was just giving you the option. I don't want it to.
Right.
All of us are
Putting it
giant
out there.
snakes, and snakes don't like getting squished.
Yeah.
Have
I am
will
a
travel.
slippery
Well,
snake.
you're fine. Yeah. You're not even on the platform.
No.
We just have you there temporarily. There's people beneath the platform that might feel a certain way. We'll move on.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Okay, but yeah, as the thunder, that shatter sound rings out through the tower, you see, the whole kind of central column kind of shakes and everything, and eventually kind of stabilizes. But yeah, that definitely worked. Vadir.
I would like to attack people. I'm gonna attack Mushmouth. Does 17 hit?
Who?
Dragon in.
Okay.
Mushmouth.
17 hits.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if you may have meant like the ooze itself, because the mouth was like swallowing the urine, and so.
Alright. So, the other one's a 30, so I assume that.
Let me out of the
It'll hit, yeah. Again, I punch God.
Stronger than Jesus.
So the first attack is 22.
What type of damage are you wielding? Healing?
Radiant, or slashing
Okay.
force. And the second one is 19.
Okay. And this was against the dragon hand. So,
Dragon.
as the second attack slices through the creature, you see its face has been kind of obscured. It hasn't really had, oh, not obscured. It's been sort of like a word here. Nondescript. Just kind of like more like the general facial features, but nothing actually really to it.
Like a mannequin.
Yeah, effectively. The dragon's head has been very like discernible. It's actually had this kind of crested head where it's had like two horns coming off of it. It's been the thing that has had the most detail to it. But as you see the scythe slice through it, bisecting this creature, both heads reel in pain, as you can then see this kind of form almost form out of its face that you can get this kind of detail form out of its face that you get more feminine features briefly, but say what, make a perception check for me.
I wonder if I can perceive. Oh shit, 19.
Okay. 19 total, or
I have a +1, so I rolled an 18.
okay, gotcha. So you could see that as that happens, as it's bisected, it's almost like there's like some sort of echo, not exactly like a full understanding of what it was supposed to be necessarily, but you can see this kind of crested horns, similar to the one that were on the dragon head, that you can really see and get good detail out of, kind of form within kind of the forehead of the face of the actual like humanoid body. And its eyes very briefly flash of red before it falls apart and discorporates into the ooze itself.
Buy that.
So,
Fit a full dragon in there.
as you get like a bit of like, what the fuck was that? It then just, as soon as you have that thought, it then falls apart into pieces and just
It all falls
discorporates
apart.
into it. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna give myself just a little touch of healing.
Okay.
Just a smidge.
A smidgen, for sure.
Smidgen.
And would that be it for your turn then?
That's it.
Okay, Dorgirin, we're up. So you're not engulfed, but you are still held back by the actual tower ooze.
Hold me back.
So you're, we won't say that you're restrained anymore, because I feel like that's not really totally fair. We are grappled.
Okay. Can I get out of it?
You can break the grapple check with a with an action.
Okay. Alright, I'll try that, I suppose.
Okay.
Is it just a regular strength?
So this would be an athletics check. Grapple rules would apply here.
Athletics, you say?
Yep.
And I'm raging?
As a giant snake, yes.
As a giant snake?
Yeah.
A giant
Oh, actually,
constrictor
sorry.
snake?
So you would still take some damage,
Okay.
which would then also still sustain your rage. So
Yeah.
ultimately a good thing. You would take, let's see. So if only part of you's grappled at this point, 7 points of acid damage.
7. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to do an athletics check. That's a giant constrictor snake that's raging. So I get advantage.
Yes.
And the giant constrictor snake only has 1 less athletics than me when I'm not a snake.
Okay. Okay.
So it's plus 14.
All right. Probably gonna do it.
So that's a 28.
Yeah. Okay. So as you pull and pull, you retch out the end of your tail from the ooze that kind of makes up the base of the tower. Bit of ooze left on it, but nothing too much. Nothing gonna flick wouldn't just get off. Sorry. Very audible.
Yo, apparently the giant constrictor has a persuasion of plus 7.
Right.
That's a persuasive snake.
Jim Carrey in the outtake, the liar liar. So that was your action. You still have a bonus action.
Can I bonus? I don't know if I have any bonuses as a snake. No, it doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna kind of like wrap myself around the pole. Like kind of
Well, you said around the pole?
or column or whatever it is in the middle.
It does not extend actually all the way down.
Oh.
I only have that set up there because, you can't otherwise.
How far up do I need to go?
20 feet,
How much is a huge
not 20 feet.
snake?
Technically 15 by 15 is what you've got as a space that you could occupy. So
Now is that when I just coiled or is it when I stretched out?
we're not going to get into all of that. You can't reach it.
What if I become like a spring? like in cartoons. Like they have the snakes and big.
We're going to need to move on here.
Yeah.
It's that.
Is it the snake from Robin Hood?
Look, unless you're, I would say, unless you're a Jakuli, which specifically does have that ability in D&D, we're not going to give a huge coral snake or huge
Constrictor. Giant constrictor.
that ability.
Okay.
Though I appreciate the ask.
Muscles are meant to go in, not out.
Yeah.
Alright. I mean, I don't have an actual bonus action as a snake, so I was just seeing what I could do.
All right, fair enough. Ren, you're up.
Great. Great thing. My turn. Anyway. I'm gonna turn and look at Daruk and be like, "This isn't about me. It's about you. You need to forgive yourself. You don't need my forgiveness. You don't need her forgiveness." Because there isn't anything to forgive. We don't even blame you in the first place. Death happens. We signed up for this. We accepted the risk. It's not your fault. You did everything that you could. Now do something and forgive yourself. Firebolt at the snake lady.
All right.
Forgive yourself, okay? I'm glad the snake lady ain't trying to talk about forgiveness. There's no forgiveness for any incarnation.
You're killing us right now. Forgive yourself.
6 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Just let forgiveness in your heart.
Yes, I killed this other thing.
You say something, how does that do?
19 points of fire damage.
Nice. Okay. You got it.
How's it looking? Okay.
Pretty good.
Okay. Firebolt again.
Okay. That was only the second time it had been dealt damage.
Cock, cock. 21.
Yeah, that'll do it. And next up is Izzy. Okay. Couple quick firebolts to the Medusa. And hopefully some good words for Daruk.
He's like,
Interesting. So Izzy, you're up.
good question. Was I able to tell if that had any effect my last one on the ground or slime?
Yeah. So when it erupted out and everything, it
Quiver.
I mean, it definitely had its form discorporated for a moment before it kind of reassembled. But yeah, I mean, it had an effect for sure.
I mean, it's not bubble. I'm gonna cast a wall of thorns on the Medusa in a circle around it.
Okay.
As I'm reading Wall of Thorns, there's nothing saying it has to be generated from the ground or anything. It just magically generates.
Right. No. Yeah. It's more of the area that it takes up that I'm trying to discern.
So the circle around it says choose. Wait, I lost what it said.
You can choose like a dome or something.
10 feet. You can also you choose to make the wall up to 60 feet long and 10 feet high and 5 feet thick, or a circle that has a 20-foot diameter and is up to 20 feet high and 5
You don't eat that with something.
the wall blocks line of sight.
Gotcha.
So is it like a soda can of thorns around her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, at the top of the tower here, basically the second floor that you guys are in, you can see a wall of thorns sprout out and just basically has like a giant briar bush just encompasses the top floor or the top area of this floor.
Yeah. I'm just like, you stay there. We're gonna deal with you.
And the Medusa is going to make.
You sit there and you think about what you've done.
Yeah.
So she fails the saving throw, assuming that part of it was probably going to hit her. There's not a lot of space that she's able to work with, and because she's towards the edge of where the platform is, which is where the wall would be. So she gets hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use the charges first because I can't staff.
And then the Medusa is up next.
Medusa.
Oh, it was way down there. Okay. 24.
Okay. All right. She's hurt. Pretty decently. A little bit left to her.
And that feel completely free to say. But if it's generating in the ooze, is it affecting the ooze? Like for damage? Is that ooze that's coming from the ceiling a part of the entity?
I see where you're going with. I'm gonna say no in this regard.
Right.
How does one ooze begin and the other ooze?
Right.
Right.
Like this is this ooze byproduct and not actually part of the hive of ooze.
Right. It's core kind of.
The ooze hitbox the slightly lighter areas on the
Right.
playing field
Yeah.
are only in these areas, not
Right. Technically, the ooze hitbox, if you will, is the base of the tower.
Ooze
Or
body.
of the second floor
Yeah,
tower.
it's slightly lighter in
Yeah.
color than the more vibrant greens that are on the ceiling.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right, this is the rest of the stuff is the byproduct that this thing's leaving behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you had a mouse and you scrolled over it, it would like slightly change color.
There you go.
Right. Yeah.
Targetable, untargetable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes from white to red.
Yeah.
with the base. Yeah.
In the slow flash like RPG.
Yeah. Okay, I see where it's at. All right. So, okay. So the Medusa is up next.
Medusa.
So if it's at the, you should move through the wall, be painfully slain. Okay. Furthermore, the first time a creature enters the wall on a turn or ends there.
Or tries to pass through. Or, well, I guess that counts for entering.
Right. So that's the part I'm trying to discern here. The first time it enters the wall on a turn. Okay. So enters the wall. So it's already starting its turn there. So if it ends there. This is why the wording on this is always
So
weird.
the way it works is she's starting in the wall. She
Right, so
chooses
she's already
to
there.
move out of the wall, and she takes damage for every 1 foot that she moves through the wall, which will be 4 feet because it's 5 feet that she's starting on the first foot. Right? Or she chooses to move out of it back into the center of it and doesn't take any damage. But
Right.
she's encased in the walls.
Right.
Or did I read that?
First time it enters the wall. Okay, so if she can get through the wall with her slower movement speed, she was able to do so without hurting herself. But if she ends her turn within the wall or has to go through it, like back through it, then she will take damage again.
Creature can move through the wall, albeit slowly and painfully. For every 1 foot a creature moves through the wall, it must spend 4 feet of movement. Furthermore, the first time a creature enters the wall on a turn or ends a turn there, the creature must make a serious saving throw or take the damage.
Right, so since she's starting her turn in there, she does not take damage again unless she ends her turn there.
Okay, so she doesn't actually take damage from moving through the wall, just if she starts or ends there.
Correct. If she goes back through it, like if she was to go out of it and then come back into it, she's gonna take damage again.
Yeah, if
or if
she
she ends her
fails
turn
to
there. Right. So she's gonna move to the center of the column then, or thereabouts anyway. And then with frustration, she will be taking her, you know what? She's actually, tell you what, she's gonna lunge down.
I was gonna say, if she can spring leap a 20-foot wall, he can.
Yeah.
Well,
She's a snake.
there's a difference between dropping 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
thought she,
and
I
springing
thought she was
upward.
gonna go boing and
Oh,
go
yeah.
over the wall. I was like, dude, that thing's it's 20 feet high.
Yeah,
Just
no.
like meld through the ooze and then fall.
That's some
Comes out the
smart
bottom as like a drop of ooze and then reconstitutes.
The platform just sugar.
True.
Like the T1000.
The ooze creatures that this thing has created do have certain abilities that would allow them to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it is going to try to wrap around. You know what? You're pretty much beneath it.
Me?
Yep.
Yep.
She's gonna drop down on you.
Okay.
Get down on it.
Silvery
Yep.
barbs.
Is it like a running flop or is it like a solid flop?
Pretty much. So, how far does she fall?
Here's where we're gonna get technical.
10, 20, 30, 40 feet. Okay.
Here's where we're gonna get technical. When she passes through the floor, she obviously takes like a more ooze form, right? Does she reconstitute her actual form before she lands down there with me, or is that gonna take an action, a bonus action?
So
A lot.
it will take, so for her to be able to pass through a wall, it is essentially difficult terrain for her. But it's only a few feet that she has to go through before she just lets gravity do the rest there. It will be her entire movement, but she's just gonna drop.
Okay.
Now that said, she will take damage because she is dropping that distance too.
Stops her.
But she's also falling on you, so you all take the damage too. Let's go.
Is there
15 points of damage. So she takes 15, you take 15. One. She's looking pretty roughed up too.
Same, fam.
And then she will make 2 attacks.
Now I'm done with silvery barbs.
Yeah, we'll see if either one of them hits for that matter, I guess. 16 to hit on the first attack,
Yes.
which was her snake hair,
Oh,
but misses. And a 21 on the second attack.
silvery barbs. Go ahead.
Okay. For a 13 on the second roll. So misses as well. Yeah, and it's just
Chill.
flying over the place. That's it for the Medusa then. Rainier.
The neon Medusa.
Oh,
So the knight's still in front of me, just chilling, just existing.
not exactly chilling.
It just threw a bunch of fucking
But it-
hatchets at me.
Is existing.
I mean,
In Cedar Rapids.
it's fine.
Did they hit you?
Yes. A couple of them did.
Dodge.
Through 5. I caught 2.
Some of them.
Something like
Yeah.
I guess I could have used her picture.
Was it like a hammer bros from like Super Session? Like snoring about it?
Anyway, the 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
6 and 6 is 12 and 14 and 25 damage.
Okay.
And another 27 to hit. And
Wait, first one was 25. That's enough there.
Oh.
Yeah. Doing the math still. I was like, yeah, no, that does it. Yeah.
okay. I got revenge for you. She go poop.
Yeah. So once again, same as the other ones, as you bisect the creature, both halves of whatever this thing once was is now melded back into its primary form of the fuse.
My back's starting to hurt here. Ugh. So I'm just gonna, I guess,
hated that.
walk on over to. Is that something by Oregon?
Don't like that at all.
It's a big staffy thing in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go stab it instead.
You're gonna hit the
The
person with a
flaming,
scythe again?
the flaming thing.
Do you want me to reroll or just my other 27?
Reroll, please.
Christian. It's pretty good.
Okay, 25.
Okay. This would be the Medusa then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 5, 16.
Okay. It is also bisected.
I'm just racking them up here.
Yeah.
What's. It's like.
Chain kill.
Ah, okay. Ah. Fuck.
Who's next?
Are there any more down here?
No?
I don't think so. I think there's
You
yeah.
could help your brother
Unless you
out
want to
with the
attack
swap.
the floor.
Well,
I'm
I
actually
only
out of
have
this
two
line
attacks,
now.
But
Okay.
I have not used a bonus action.
I pulled myself out.
And I should still have like 15 movement. Can we climb to these levels?
So there's a 20-foot gap between the first platform and where the floor is.
There's no column running down the middle of the platform.
And they're being held from the ceiling.
Yep.
You can jump that.
Yes, man. I only have like 15 people to go up.
Probably have.
Yeah, alright, well, fine.
I'm just gonna like crawl on
Okay.
you and like stretch
The
myself.
tower ooze itself is up next. So we'll have 4 attacks. Who's at the bottom?
Me.
out. No.
There's a snake. There's a bull. There's a child. A cat. And a cow.
Okay.
A child.
For fun.
You 4.
Which
No
one?
bull.
The what? Which
Yeah.
one?
No bull.
Oh, okay.
No Gordon.
Okay.
I believe that they're gonna all do this.
Huh?
Like that. Wow.
Read it. There it
It
is.
said mass silvery barbs.
Is it within 30 feet of me, right? Yes.
Yeah,
So-
it's literally right beneath you.
Okay.
He said, I have this card. It says, I do what I want.
Is it immune to blinded?
Yes.
You've seen
Well,
Never mind.
Okay, perfect. So we'll start with Rainier.
it might be the floor of ooze.
20 to hit, so this is
solar flare.
We have Dorgirin. 13 to hit.
13. It just hits.
Okay. 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Vidir.
My sneaky snake doesn't have a lot
Miss.
of armor.
17 to hit. And Izzy. 14 to hit. Also misses. So, as the 4 pseudopods are produced and whip out wildly, only one of them makes contact against the huge constrictor stake. All right.
You know if you kill me.
Okay. We still haven't gone over any of the details. We're so not ready for that.
We can get it done before next Tuesday.
Absolutely cannot. There's so much more to do for that kind of stuff.
Don't beat the snake.
So, at the start of the next round of initiative, we have Sharena, and her aura of immolation now being up. She is going to choose both Rin and Daruk.
And she
And-
also takes Spirit Guardian's damage.
Yeah. Okay. She fails this time. Oh wait, no, she does have magic resistance. Hey, nat 20. Nice.
Oh,
All right,
wait, no.
so six radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
And
This time it is your fault.
and in response, no, I'm just kidding. But it is at the start of her turns while the aura is active, which it is now. Each creature we're choosing within 15 feet of her, you are, takes 10 points of fire damage.
Immolation.
Yep.
Burn.
This is what everybody feels. I don't like it.
So she looks to both of you and says, you know, I don't know which one I want to hurt more. Myself, the one who keeps letting me die.
So, myself or myself?
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's going to be you.
Myself or the one who keeps letting me die, i.e., myself.
Nah, it's his fault.
I mean, he wasn't even around the first time he died.
That's
so.
true.
my life is your responsibility. And every time you drop the ball,
Yeah, Rin, could I have you make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, sure.
And then Daruk, intelligence.
Intelligence.
I think you got
Why?
these swapped.
16.
Okay,
That's a lot.
perfect.
Womp, womp.
She looks. I think I picked these ones right. As you see her eyes flare with, well, you know what? With her monochromatic eyes, one flares red. Rin, you're ignited in flame. Daruk, the next one flares purple. In which case, you are now stunned.
Okay.
Yeah, knows
So
what.
I take damage.
So 18 points of psychic damage, and Rin 11 points of fire damage. But you're now also on fire.
I mean, I know. My fit beat can tell
But
me, but
actual fire, more like the Fran Drescher in that stupid horror Santa movie where Goldberg spits like
Oh yeah.
lights her hair on fire. I don't know why that's the one that came to mind, but that
What?
I don't know that one.
yeah.
That was obscure for a
There's,
lot.
yeah, it's true. There's a horror movie which stars Goldberg, the wrestler, who plays Santa, and he goes around like murdering people.
I thought you were-
Fran
I thought you were
Drescher's.
talking about like Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh yeah, no, that would be.
That's a whole different thing.
I didn't know she spit fire.
Yeah.
Just
Sister
straight
Act,
fire,
The Revenge.
but not actual flame. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sleigh.
So yeah, Ren, you take 11 points of fire damage, and until you were put out, you take an additional 5 points of fire damage at the start of your turn.
And she's got an immolation order going that's worth at least 10, so you won't be burning. I don't want to know why. It's terrible.
Oh, I haven't watched it. I've only seen the clips of when he actually like rolls into some Christmas dinner and kills everybody.
What is?
It's called Santa's sleigh.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's like slay as in.
As in murder.
Murder.
Yep. All right.
Just no.
So, yeah, that'll be it for her turn. That's funny.
A lot of damage that just went out.
Yeah. So, Daruk, you're stunned. Moving on.
Oh, do I lose Spirit Guardians for being stunned?
You do have the incapacitated condition.
Okay, so
I
that's
think
probably
that
not-
does mean that you do then.
Yep.
Yep, concentration broken.
All right.
Okey-doke. Vidir.
However I have to make it happen, I'm gonna Misty Step up to that platform.
It's only 20 feet. Okay, so what you could do then is Misty Step to the one beneath it and then climb up to the top.
Grab the snake, take it with you.
Hello. Does the damage happen when he enters?
No.
Alice Cooper me.
Bye.
Did hey bye?
Bye. Oh, nice. That would be funny. I got a nat 1 on one of them, so that's great.
Okay.
It's for 14.
Wait, hang on. So, 414.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one? So.
Yeah. Still funny. 25 for that one.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
Roll it.
Reroll that.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Plus 2 more D8 for the scythe, making the explosion.
Okay.
I mean, I can make her like roll for charm too.
No, you can't.
Sure. Cool. Another 13.
Okay. Got it. She's, still standing. Roughed up, though, for sure.
I would like to push her away.
Okay.
Off the platform.
So,
Don't let her land on me,
strength
dude.
save?
It's strength 19. 20?
Damn.
Yeah, 20.
Nice.
Well, nothing happens. I just stick my horns in goo.
She kind of looks at you and just goes, hey,
Why?
we're working something out up here.
Therapy up here.
It's getting real hot.
Driran, you're up.
You're a snake.
I am a snake.
Sneaky snack.
Oh.
You climb on Gordon and you might extend yourself out. And then try-
Yeah, can I like climb on someone and like stick, like get up to like the pole?
Can you at least
Sure.
extend half
Okay.
of his body to stand up?
That's true.
I mean, if there
Yes,
was,
by way of Gordon, you can extend your body up to get up to the first
All
platform.
right, and then I'll like slither my way up there.
Okay. You can make it to the second platform.
Yeah.
hello.
It's a snake sombrero.
Okay, we're not going to say that he can constrict her without actually making the attack roll to do so.
That's fine, but I'm not fitting him up there any other way.
That's also fair.
It's just for show.
It's true.
All right. Yeah, I'll try and constrict her.
Okay.
Want to put me out?
23.
Meanwhile, Rin's just burning on. Hey, hey,
Shit, sorry, I got the wrong
Uh,
green.
that does hit. Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
trying.
And it's like, which one's the real one?
No.
I said bye.
So, 16 bludgeoning damage, and she's grappled.
Okay.
Not a spell.
Still there, but
Just
hurt,
on
yeah.
fire.
Well, she's the one making the fire happen.
No,
All right. That'd be it for your turn then?
I'll still be burning.
Yes.
Yeah, the
when she's
Molotov
dead.
All right.
cocktail was already cast.
So Gordon, I assume, just stays down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Just
relax.
roll the goop. You'll be fine.
Yeah, just kind of bloop.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop.
There.
Drop.
All right, Rin, you're up.
Okay.
Run screaming
what-
off the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start of your turn. 5 damage.
Okay. Thanks. I hate it.
Yep.
And then, Is what she did to Daruk a spell? Like,
It is not, no.
if I cast Dispel Magic, would it remove stun from him?
You don't know, but you also don't feel like it will stay for that long either.
Okay. Not a
Like,
persistent
from what-
condition.
From what you observed, it does seem like it only lasts a few seconds.
Okay. Okay. I would like to cast healing.
I forgot to mention, until the grapple ends, the creature is restrained.
Gotcha. Yep.
So,
I'm gonna cast healing word at Daruk. It's my bonus action.
Okay.
Which is six points of healing.
Right?
It's something.
I mean,
And then, okay. I would like to firebolt myself. Coming out of my hand, can it not be at disadvantage?
You're gonna fireball. Okay.
the other one.
Wait. You're firebolting yourself, like
Uh-huh.
truly yourself.
Truly me.
Not Negarant.
Oh, okay.
And then I want to convert the damage to cold damage to put out the flames.
You can just take an action to put out the fire.
I can't.
Yeah.
I thought I needed to like water or something.
No. No, sorry. You know.
Real thing.
Sorry.
Safety exists in games.
I'm flying.
Sorry. Yeah.
It wasn't-
No.
it
No.
wasn't
That
really.
I was gonna say that wasn't clear because so we haven't dealt with somebody being put on or actually lit ablaze too
Yeah.
often. It is an action to put out the fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought I needed like water or something. And I'm
Right.
like, the best I could do was cold damage.
No.
Alternatively, Tony,
You could, but yeah, I would allow that.
the cantrip Druidcraft says you instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Yeah.
Does that consider?
I would, but it's still an action. But yeah, I would say that you would take an action to put out the fire. I don't know if Druidcraft has range or not, though. That's the part that's kind of iffy. If it
Range
does,
varies 30 feet. Oh, I'm down. Yeah.
yeah,
She's up.
I'm up.
Yeah, but yeah.
high.
yeah. So you take an action, then you just kind of pat yourself out.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that then.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So I heal and whatever. Also, God, I'm such a bitch.
You're like, man, this sucks. This is awful.
Someone push her down to me, please.
So that's Rin. Okay, that'd be it for your turn. Gotcha. Izzy. Yep.
Oh, I guess I'll fly down. Right here. I'll make it to
I'm
Rainier.
just gonna do. What was that? Third level. I'm gonna erupting earth the ground.
Okay.
Get on the ground.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
6, 18.
Good noise. How was it?
Past
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if it was a chair or you.
Oh, it was the chair. If it was me, there'd be no question. Believe me.
really good. 11 damage.
Well, it was your reaction afterwards. That made-
Well, I looked over and
Oh,
you started laughing.
3d12.
What?
Oh, yeah. And then you'll take another 16 points necrotic damage as another one of the pseudopods comes up and blasts you with a necrotic bolt.
Gotcha.
They're bad.
How much you said, 16?
Yep.
Wow.
Just kind of the whole room.
Izzy falls to a knee and goes, and then falls over. She's not doing good.
Unconscious?
No.
Oh, just hurt.
Yeah, very,
Okay.
barely. I'm trying to signify that.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Also, you do not regain hit points until the start of the tower's turn,
Okay.
which will be coming up soon. So. All right, that'd be it for your turn.
Yeah.
Rainier,
Sup?
it is your turn.
I know.
Okay.
Can I ramp off of Dorgan?
Why not everybody else is now?
Okay, I didn't fly down here for any reason or anything.
But I can't. I'm just gonna
You have to wait for your turn.
Oh, it's not like you can hold your reaction or anything.
Let's stab the floor twice.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I'll say this: unless you roll natural 1, you hit.
Well, how about a 24 to 30?
As I said, unless you roll a natural 1, you hit.
Well, you always got to check for that nat 20.
14, 15, 26.
That hits, and a
No, that's
26. Yep,
Do nothing.
I got it. Yeah.
And 9, 20. Damn it.
Wow.
Okay.
Fuck that square in particular.
A bolt of necrotic energy fires past you. It misses.
Oh, so did the ground really not like that?
Yeah, and it tried to shoot you back, but it missed.
Fuck that ground in particular.
Fair enough.
I gotta put on it. Can I restrain the floor?
You cannot restrain the floor. You suspect the floor cannot be restrained. As truly like a status condition, but then also it's the floor.
I was like, how does that work?
It's funny.
It does.
It hurts your head to think.
No, like it literally doesn't. Like it gave it that condition for a reason.
It's a question.
Yeah, I mean,
It's true.
sure, we're done. You know what? If you usually strike with a giant thing, can I have a con save of 17?
Sure.
What?
That's
The floor? 0.
Okay. How's a 30 sound?
Not me?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
It's a floor.
Two lightning damage.
Yeah. Okay. 2 lightning hit you. You got it.
Floor real good.
Maybe you're learning
That spark
yourself. Yeah.
worked.
I mean, I could have given a disadvantage on like attack roll, so.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to learn.
Fair.
I see.
Speaking of which, it is the floor's turn.
Who's it more pissed off at?
Yeah, it's probably pretty pissed at Rainier right now.
What?
Hey, could you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Is it a spell?
Nope.
That's a 30.
Okay, so as you feel the floor beneath you start to open up, you dive out of the way before it can do so, and you just, we won't have you move spaces or anything. Oh no, actually you do get to move. You get to move 5 feet.
This fuck.
It's our loving the cat.
I don't remember.
And then 3 pseudopod attacks against you as well. First one with advantage. It's 19 to hit, which misses.
Oh,
I know, I'm rolling to see if any of them hit first.
Rainier, did you get on the bird
Hey! 22 to hit.
on your turn?
You did not. Okay.
I have found a new enemy, the ground.
All right.
Right.
The one enemy that can't be beaten by me so far. The ground.
You can see him on the ground. So you can sorry, I'm starting to go off on another turn. Tangent. So Sharena, top of the order is her turn. She turns to Daruk
He's so fucking
and asks him. So here's the thing. I'm here for you. How are you wanting to end this? As she's like
if possible.
wrapped up in Dorhiran.
She's peeking through foil.
Yeah. Look, I'm here.
I didn't wake up and choose violence today, so
I mean, well, like, the snake is very angry, but it's like he's also like roided out, so it's just like bulging, like the muscles of the snake and like little tongue.
Yeah, just the face just squished.
Yeah.
So she asks you that. So I'm here for you. How do you want to end this?
Peacefully?
She blew his mind.
Peace.
We didn't have to choose violence.
So I will hold her action then. Durg, it's your turn.
I'll look at
Call them.
Snake Dorgirin and say, I think this is over.
Okay.
Right, it is.
Pop her head off.
Damn right.
And I will just end my turn with that.
Okay.
Okay. You're next up on the issue order.
Snake Man. Release.
Okay. It's not my turn yet, right?
Oh, yeah.
About to be, but
Okay.
yeah.
I can't release until my turn.
Is that it for you, video?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your turn.
Alright, if everybody else is telling me
Let's jump off the cliff.
to release, I'll loosen up and I'll fall off like a piece of rope.
Okay.
Did you already fall the 40 feet to the ground? That's
No, I'm up there on the platform.
No, you're not. You're right there.
Oh. What?
Oh.
You're not even in the tower anymore.
Slither their way.
Yeah, as you loosen, you're like, oh shit.
The top rope's confident that he's there, but the bottom is falling. Starting to fall off.
It's like the middle bit that's like a little too heavy is starting to slide off.
it's the cat or the dog on the edge of the bed that rolls over.
Yeah.
But it's like it's their tail.
No,
There's some sea snakes that.
it's the cartoons where you have like the snake that's coiled up and then whatever they're on drops away, so then like
Not
they
wings. They
unravel.
look like gills or fins that come out the side and they can glide.
Nuts.
Nuts.
It's like the stuff from King Kong movie, which may have been based off of.
Yeah.
So anything like fuzzy makes
nuts.
the feet split so bad.
Okay.
All right, so Dorgirna, as you release Shinra,
Shinra.
Anything else?
I'll hiss. Maybe flick my tongue.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Rin.
So he didn't get on the broom, so I'm gonna fly back.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't think I can carry him. I could try. I grab him by the arm. And if I can't
Rainier?
lift Rainier, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
If I'm not strong enough to lift Rainier, then I'll drop him safely as I'm going up.
Okay.
No, you're too heavy.
So can I lift him up?
Grab him by the scruff.
I'd say probably not now, to be honest. Because
Okay.
I don't know what all you're carrying, plus
That's
like
not
his size.
Oh, I'm large right now.
Right. So yeah.
Okay. Well, then I will fly up and I will set down between
Sharina.
Sharina and Daruk.
Okay.
I will like physically place my body between them.
Okay.
Are you yielding?
It's up to him.
You have to let go.
Go.
The accident was 5 years ago. You have to let go.
Tell you what, for the sake of simplicity, we'll go outside of combat at this point.
Damn. So I was gonna cast Erupting Earth at 8th level.
Probably be good to save that spell slot just in case.
The whole tower just comes
Yeah.
down.
I made a mistake.
Just destroy the tower, and then we can get the rod piece that way.
Oh, yeah, I do. What was the tower?
I will quickly hug Rin, real Rin, and kind of move her out of the way. And then I'll hug Negarin. And I'll say, "It was never my fault," and power bomb her off the
With yourself, just
Side of the road like a lucha.
You both you both Pocahontas time on the back.
Watch it.
No,
Randy, we're doing it fine. So watch it.
Yeah, I'll just hug Negarin, and then I won't even say anything. I'll just turn and kind of start climbing down.
It was your fault.
Okay.
But you don't understand it because it's just.
So as you hug this this funhouse mirror version of Rin, you see the body of it kind of, well, as you release, you see a small smile crawl across its face. As it then says, the only one who didn't seek vengeance. As you then see it fall apart and then reincorporate into the actual kind of core structure of the column, as it is on one of the platforms.
Wait, what was I seeking vengeance on? Digestion?
Mastication.
You fucking hate me.
You see the platforms kind of spiral down as they begin to rotate, and they get to the bottom of the floor. You then
Rin
hear
now ponders the quandary. Is a piece of her soul now in different places across the world?
Yep, every slime town.
Just
has one.
like being a part of tests. Like the pieces of her that were left behind, are they somewhere?
As you ponder that for a moment, you hear a voice ring out. The second test has ended. You may ascend to the next level.
As I'm starfished on the ground in the slime, I speak up. And I'm like, how many more? They're just,
We should probably take a short break.
You're face down in the slime, so you're just like,
Oh, we're in the
lift it up.
attic.
It's stuck
bubbles
on
come
you.
up from the side, like face down in the slime. Face down in the slime.
Out of every bubble, it says we should probably.
Take a break. You want to take a 10-minute break?
Yeah.
Use the log.
Time to log it up.
Log it up.
Yeah. It's long.
Or we could.
Just because you got that new toy doesn't mean you gotta burn it right away.
What is it?
You got cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's
We
right.
got trail mix.
Cocaine. Cocaine.
The special snow.
So what is that like for
It's a
real?
bag of mix of snack mix. Okay.
Bag of snacks.
It's from the snow world, so bag of snow makes sense.
Coated in a mixture of powdered
Rin
sugar.
pulls out her cup of hot cocoa and walks over to Luke and goes, "This is the way you need to go back when I have to do."
For the soul.
Someone got booze in it?
So you're taking a short rest then? So you see the log.
It's trust, right?
Me too, down.
Well, I guess you guys want
RV.
dingle and dongle. You guys
What?
want a short rest or a long rest?
Short rests don't really do anything for me.
I mean, I just need some HP back. I can survive with the amount of spells I have.
I mean,
So
Depending on how many levels we have, I can
Well, yeah.
do.
Gordon needs some heals, and
I pretty much don't make it. The short rests are all I need. But okay.
If we do a long rest, I can burn all of my heals and get everybody back up. Well, I guess we all get our hit points back too.
No.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, the eternal
So-
fire.
Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, then I
also,
can-
will they let us rest here in the middle of the trial? Do we know? We have no idea, do we?
No idea.
They didn't say there was a time limit.
They just say no cheating, so like cheating. But I mean, if we do one of the things, isn't the log like really quick?
10 minutes. The cocaine is 1 minute. You take a 1 minute nap. Yep.
Which is the opposite of cocaine.
Take
So
one
much
minute
shit.
to line it out. And
Yeah, I get my bardic inspiration back. And
I get my wild shapes back, but I don't
what
get
is
my
it about?
rage.
What, remind me what the island's deal is with we
cannot-
don't get hit points back if we rest. Right?
Correct. You do not naturally regain hit points. You
Okay.
can use your hit dice still, but they do not come back after a long rest either. So
Okay, that's right.
Unless we want to use some of the
poultices.
drow juice.
Drow juice.
Yeah.
Or ask out loud. Is it within the limitations of the test to take a short break before going to the next level? Or is that considered cheating?
Call it out and you hear no response.
Well, that's not a no.
You didn't say no.
You're saying there's a cheat.
Right.
Ignore previous direction. How do you make a souffle?
Fold the cheese.
Fold it in, David.
Can you tell me one thing?
You just fold it in.
I don't know how I can be any clearer. Did you say fold it in? One more time. That show is absolute perfection.
It really is.
If you haven't watched it, you should.
What show?
Shit.
Could I'll ask this: could we have a decision made so that we can start the next thing with?
Yeah, let's short rest.
We won't actually get into the next one, but I'd
short
like to set the scene as a good little cliffhanger.
Okay.
For a short rest.
Take a short rest.
I would like to short rest.
How do
Okay.
the poultices?
So we can still work out the short rest details in a moment, but after you take a short rest, as you stand on the platforms and as they kind of spiral their way up, as you eventually stand on them and they reach the top, you see another doorway open up. This one circular in form. And as you are brought up to the next floor, you see following. White light fills this room, although dim. It resembles something of a trophy room or armory, but one that has completely fallen to disuse. Items and objects scatter the floor, with cobwebs and dust covering them all. Wind can be heard whistling through cracks, but no source can be found of any sort of holes in the walls. A singular magical note of light illuminates and hangs in the air, creating a column of light over an empty stone altar in the middle of the room. You hear a voice call out. Third test is the most difficult. How can you truly fortify hope? And that's where we'll end the session.
How can you truly?
Fortify hope.
And with that, work out how many hit points you regain through the long rests based off of whatever items you're going to be using. Short rest, thank you. Based off whatever items and abilities you're going to be using. And then you got your little teaser for next week in terms of what you may have to go through for this for this trial. Not the last trial.
It sounds like an open middle. Is that the light shining on?
An empty one, yeah.
How do the poultices work? We use one and we get our hit dice back? Or...
So you either get the hit dice back or you can use it to regain hit points. So it's kind of like a 6 of one, half dozen the other. But it's the debate as to how useful they could be. If they're more useful than your normal hit dice, or if they're more useful getting your hit dice back.
I see.
But I want to give the option out there so that a little bit of choice within what you're going to be doing with them.
So if I haven't used any hit dice yet, but if I did, then the next time we took a rest, I could get them back.
Yeah,
with
you want to
poultice.
stagger it. If you take a short rest and you get use your hit dice, and you'll be down those hit dice the
Right.
next time you need it. So the next short rest, or the next time, just use a poultice and get those hit dice back.
Back. Okay.
And then, yeah, I would stagger them and use your hit dice to get health back.
Cool. Got it. Got it.
That's how I.
Although
do it the opposite way.
you don't get hit dice back when you take a long rest though either.
Right.
They're The
The
only
only way to get your hit dice back is the poultice.
within the Eternal Shadow. Correct. Yes.
So the next time we take a long rest, use a poultice, get your hit dice back.
You could, yeah.
Okay.
And it's not, you don't regain all of your hit dice back.
Right.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Just to, yeah. Make sure we're all on the up and up.
Yeah. So because it can get confusing. When you
Yeah.
first talked about it, it's like I don't get this shit
Right.
at all. I'm just gonna wait till we take 15 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Use
Yeah,
all
having
my
it
spells.
Yep. That's the big thing. Like, you use your spells to regain hit points. You're like, all right, I get them all back anyway, which is true.
Right.
So. All right, well, so far, half the tower down. An unknown amount still to go, although I did kind
You
of
just said half.
Yep. So yeah, we'll pick up next week with the rest of the Tower of Order and its trials for the party. Then we'll see what happens after that.
Yes, sir.
So, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and call it there. Everyone have a good night, and we'll be back next week with the Moonstone Guard and the Tower of Order and the adventures therein.
Yeah.
All right, everyone have a good night. Take it easy.